What is going on, everybody? Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the Xbox Live Party Podcast. It is 2023. We are returning. This is us. Hello. Joining me tonight, I'm a Ghostbuster.
Hello.
We have BaldManGamer.
May the Lord be with you.
We have Sentinel17.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And we have the king of the Fortnite bot lobbies, TheGinna Gaming.
Get good.
And also with you, it is right to give thanks.
Let's all give a shout out to Jenna, who literally got trolled by like three fat nerds on his YouTube shorts yesterday. It was amazing.
He was so proud of himself. And then
some little fat
teenagers came to destroy him.
That does like songs telling how bad he was at his life. It was amazing.
Amazing.
As I said to you guys, I bought a new phone just so I could actually use YouTube properly because my old screen was smashed and see who is trolling me. And my God, that guy has a pathetic life. So it's made me feel better about myself. I might actually start going on and commenting on everything that he puts up because he has a YouTube channel as well.
He does.
You're not petty.
You're not good, but at least you try.
Yeah. I feel like saying to him, you've really tried. You've put up a music video and everything, but you're shit.
Yes, you definitely should.
He's got like synthwave auto music. He's got an official music video with like 100 views. And him and his 40 followers are really proud of themselves. He can't spell either. I feel bad for him.
And Jinna's not bitter about it at all. Can you tell?
Yeah. Idea. I space dia as in the animal. I've got an idea. Jeez.
Wow.
And that's the problem because I'm thinking he could be young. So I can't go in too hard because then I get outed for bullying youngsters online. So
yeah.
Which you should never do.
You should never abuse children.
No.
It's wrong.
Especially not in an online forum.
Yeah.
Especially after they've just called you a noob.
You're automatically the bad guy, so it's probably worth just a sly dig and move on.
It was like a 7-second clip of me bouncing through the air and nailing someone first time with a hammer and killing him. He was like, "Oh, you're okay." It's like, "Excuse me, sir." That was
I love how bitter you are about it as well. You're like, you've proper taken it personally.
Fimber had my back. Or was it some other random? If it was
some other random.
Come on, Fimber, step up.
Amazing. So, how are you guys doing? Did you have a nice Christmas? Good Happy New Year's and all that stuff?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yep.
What have you guys been playing over the Christmas period, Nathan?
Loads. Can't remember it off the top of my head. Someone else go first while I remember. But loads. Oh, well, this is good. Oh, dear.
Cool. Jinna, what have you been playing over Christmas?
I thought I'd mix it up. I've been playing COD.
I saw it. Get an invite though, did I, bastard?
Yeah, I didn't get an invite.
So me and my wife, and friends.
I see how it is. So I'm not even considered a friend.
Hey, I was next door and he didn't want to come and see me, mate. I was literally next to his house and he was like, "Not in, don't know who you are."
I see how it is.
BMG was down this way, I'd probably pop out, but not for.
I bet Red. There's more chance, right? When I go to London, that Red is popping up than you when I were in your bloody village.
So yeah, I've been playing COD and I'm actually enjoying it because when I played it a bit now and then I wasn't too fussed. But what I've realised is instead of hating on people with shotguns, if you just use a shotgun and run around and troll everyone, oh my God, that game's fun. Getting in VTOLs and mortar strikes and everything. So basically, I've resorted to being the people I hate, and I really enjoy it. That's how COD works.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and my daughter got a Switch, so I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is always awesome. There's not a bad Mario Kart game. Even when she's fed up of playing, I'm like, come on, we got 3 races left in this tournament. You are finishing it. It's only 30 points. You can catch up, love. Come on.
Have you got the map pack yet, like the track pack?
I haven't got the map pack, no. I was considering subscribing to that Nintendo monthly thing, but it explains it so poorly. I don't even know what I'm getting, apart from there's a few map packs for different games.
You get online.
Yeah.
Play online. You get cloud saves, and you get NES and SNES games on the base tier. If you then pay for the premium pack, you get N64, Mega Drive, an Animal Crossing DLC, and the Mario DLC. But you pay an extra a month for it, basically. So
Nice.
But I want the Mario Kart stuff. It doesn't look that great. Like the levels aren't as detailed as the main game, but there's so many tracks extra added. It's a good value in that sense. So
I really like the way they've reinterpreted some of the old maps. It tells you like this is based on the N64 version of this, but they've done it up with the whole your car sticks to the road and you go vertical and upside down, which my mother-in-law suffers from vertigo. She was having great fun trying to do some of those races. But yeah, it's no, it's been really good. Yeah, I've just been playing the usual games and I've tried a bit of Nintendo and I've enjoyed it.
Nice. Timber with the super chat. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
the donation.
Lovely guy.
What a good
Awesome
dude.
You could have got 8
Awesome
pints of milk
dude.
for that.
You could have.
Welcome back. 2023 is filled with games.
It is.
It's going to be very
Well,
good.
It's gonna be an awesome year.
Only like 3 games for PlayStation, but that's all right.
Hey, if you spend £550 on a headset, they got like 30 games ready for you.
All right.
Worth every penny. If Jim Ryan tells you it's worth it, it's worth it.
I'm disappointed. Where was
It does
this
look
new
good.
PlayStation you
Yeah.
told us about, BMG? You said they're announcing a new PS5 last night.
No.
Where
I
was it?
announced
yep.
it was rumoured. It was rumoured. And Jim Ryan appeared on stage. He showed us a teaser from the Gran Turismo movie that is coming out this year. Get
Why is there
excited for
even a
that.
Gran Turismo movie?
No.
I have no idea.
Why?
It just makes no sense, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking
kind of
forward
weird.
to Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to.
I'm
Anthony
looking
Mack
forward
is
to
in
this
that.
next week or week after next.
Yes,
That looks good.
exclusive to Sky.
Yes.
The Last of Us.
Sky.
Is that the showrunner who says that that video games suck?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Last of Us created good video games. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird.
Yeah.
What was that? A guy that's never played a game in his life, and
right.
it's backwards.
That's most
is that.
showrunners.
Oh, with Jim.
But they did announce the controller for people with disabilities and things, which is finally
Yeah, I saw that.
way overdue.
Did anyone else
past
though think
overdue.
it looks like a Bop It though, or like a
It
Simon
does.
Says?
Yes, I thought
Like
that.
those where you push
Yeah.
the button.
Project Leonardo. But yeah, it's a bit of a
We
weird
know
one.
the
I think-
quote isn't real, but it's funny.
Luke
Why
Steele.
Steele.
One of the
Yeah,
showrunners that made
Xbox
real
One
quotes.
looks more.
quite
Xbox One
bad.
looks more compatible, if I'm honest.
I'm interested to see how much they're going to charge for it. I bet they charge over the fucking sun for it.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I think you're going to find they did
They
what
charge
Xbox
70
did
quid to put 2 buttons on the back of
originally.
their controller.
Yeah, I know, but I think this is something they're going to get out to people, a lot of people, for free, and hospitals and things like that. Same as Xbox did.
They ain't gonna
And
give it
obviously,
for free.
No,
I
no,
think they
no.
will. I think they will.
You have
Jim-
too much faith in them. BMG.
Jim is a nice guy.
Yeah, Jim's such a
You
nice
don't
guy.
give him
He'll
the
give it
credit.
to them for like $250 a pop.
Right,
Yeah.
10 and all.
With a monthly fee to
Don't-
use it.
Don't try and shove shade on PlayStation after the stuff you said on the PSN Party podcast. You are not getting off lightly, my friend.
Hey, I wasn't dissing Xbox. I said the management, they suck and they need to go. That's what I said.
They don't suck. They just need to
That
sort
note
out
is
their
getting
priorities.
browner by the second.
They need,
No.
they need a
Hey,
better
you know what?
advertising department. They're fantastic
Yes.
on Twitter. It's just the rest of the world doesn't exist for them. Like they
Yeah.
used to sponsor
you never see
football
adverts
teams, and
anywhere.
they'd be on the side of buses and cinemas and everything, and apparently none of that matters anymore. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They
Phil,
need to-
Phil Spencer needs to be aggressive, though. Phil Spencer needs to be aggressive. That's my thing. That's my little soapbox.
Phil
They
Spencer's
should
too
just
nice
do
guy.
more advertising.
He
Game
just spent
Pass is
70
great.
million.
Yeah, they just do something with it. It's just like PlayStation. You see God of War adverts everywhere.
Yes.
You see
They're on
that
YouTube,
PlayStation
they're on
everywhere.
TV, they're on bus stops.
They're
I
in the
mean, did
cinema
anyone
as well.
see that God of War advert in the train station? Then KFC put an advert next to it saying, "We know you're going to be playing this, so buy some KFC and eat it while you play." It's so good that they knew what was going to be there, and then their advert pointed to
Yeah.
the advert next to them. Basically, I thought that was ace.
Yeah.
You just don't see Xbox ads.
No,
anywhere.
Xbox live on Twitter and on YouTube. I say that I did see a YouTube Xbox advert once, and I was like, "Why you give it to me? I know about it. It should be to everyone else." But,
Yeah.
The only free things that exist on YouTube is people trying to sell me cryptocurrencies or how I can make £10,000 a month from staying at home, Marvel Snap, and Shadow Raid Legends. They're the only free things that exist on YouTube in terms of adverts.
And today's sponsor is.
Ash, it's time you became a Raid affiliate.
Hey,
Start
if
plugging that
we
on
could
here.
become a Raid affiliate, I'd do that. I'd be one of those influencers that do the whole shebang. I'd have the costume. I'd go all up and beyond for it just to plug that crappy mobile game. So Raid, hit me up. Or to all our like 6 viewers, they'll love it.
BMG
Spend
will
more
probably-
money on props than you
Marvel
can make off
Snap.
the advert.
We need to be
Yeah.
sponsored by Marvel Snap. That's where
No,
we
we
need to
don't.
be because I play it. This is a good game. It's an awesome
Apparently, it's
game.
really good. Yeah,
BMG,
apparently
send
it's
them a
really
message and be like, "Can we be sponsored by Marvel Snap, please?"
I
We'll
will.
play it on stream.
My
Ali-
brother-in-law
Ali-
admitted to me over Christmas that he plays Marvel Snap. I wanted to disown him.
Because it's a good
It's really
game.
good. Well, I'm hearing from people that I trust who review games now. It's actually a really good game. Sentinel,
Sentinel
no,
just-
you mentioned Marvel
The
Snap.
Sentinel would just fall over his computer. I just had a
I
bang,
heard a
and then
bang.
he thought we lost him.
He's like,
Alucard
BMG
came
and Marvel
in and
Snap
just took
again.
him
I
out.
can't take this anymore. I gotta go.
Instead of just saying, I heard from people, just play it. Just give it a try. Cost
On
you
PC
nothing.
as well. I might try it
Give
on
it a
PC.
try. Yeah, give it a try. Just give
No.
it a try. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah,
Sentinel, what happened? Did you trip over the PC?
No.
I had a
Technical
bang, you
issue.
know?
My computer reloaded the window for some reason. I had to figure that out. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Fair dues. BMG, what have you been playing over Christmas, Aidan?
I finished Horizon Forbidden West. Bit of a slow start getting into it. I kind of fell on it, off it, but the story does get a lot better, a lot more interesting as you get towards the end. Middle towards the end. Good game. It ended quite well. Again, sets it up for a third one because PlayStation love doing the trilogies. And I've also playing a bit of Witcher 3, bit of WWE 2K22.
Nice.
I saw you playing
it's-
that, and I didn't get an invite. I wasn't impressed.
Well,
I don't
say
get
that.
invited either, bastard.
Well, I saw you playing Ash, Halo Infinite campaign, and I'm thinking, oh, he'll invite me any minute now. I'm ready to
You
jump
played-
over.
Were you playing
Did
with
he?
Fabio, Ash?
I was playing. I was having me like one. He messaged me beginning of December. He's like, "We're going to have a game over Christmas," and I'm like, "Yeah, we will." I played with him once in the end, and I felt right bad. We just couldn't tie it up, and then I was busy a lot over Christmas and ill, so we played some Halo Infinite. I ended up having to play. I don't know what's wrong with the Halo Infinite campaign. Right, I've started one with BMG. I've started one with Fabio. We did both of those two. That starter mission, and you get out into the world onto the Halo. You get the ship to come down, don't you? Straight out of the gate, you clear that area. Every time I go to then continue that campaign with either BMG or Fabio, puts me back. I have to do the whole starting mission again, and I don't know why.
It
So-
Probably
depends.
got to capture the first outpost.
Yeah,
The other side of the ship.
I've done
Yeah,
loads.
yeah.
Me and Fabio did a bit more, so we sort of
yeah, but
weird because I was
just-
putting it on normal because I normally play it on legendary because we're going through like the Halos in order legendary. I was like, I just want to play the story. Let's do it on
Yeah.
normal. Oh my god, you just like knock people around. It's amazing. Don't do
Oh, it's a
just
great
like a
campaign.
machine.
just to tell you though, it is a 4-player co-op. Just saying.
I'll invite you next
Just saying.
time. I'm sorry.
Well-
sorry.
Shocking.
Now I can't accept it because it's like a sympathy invite. I don't know if I can take it.
BMG, if he was on with Fabio, and didn't invite you, he was doing you a favour.
Yeah, no, I'd make Fabio leave.
You do your Fabio impression to him while
To be
you're
fair,
playing.
every
Yeah.
time
Oh,
I played,
Fabio,
Fabio,
let's
he always
go
complains
over
about
here.
lagging leave.
Oh, yeah.
Have you got the Milker launcher?
Oh.
Yeah, he do.
What else have we been playing? I'm a big fan of Monopoly, and I own the Monopoly Play by Ubisoft. Love playing it. I enjoy jumping on it. It's just when you get people playing with randoms and they take about half an hour to make a decision and you just sat there and it's just like, come on. So if anyone wants to play Monopoly, give us a shout, 'cause I'm happy to do a private lobby and just have like 3 or 4 of us playing or something like that.
I've got like 2 Monopolies on Xbox. There's a third one, like a new Monopoly I haven't got yet. I want to get. There's loads of different Monopolies. That's the problem.
I wish they would fix Uno, because I haven't been able to play Uno in ages.
I picked Uno up in the sale. I got the one with like the extra decks, because you can. Yeah. There was one for that Ubisoft game. I was like, oh yeah, I need to have it.
There's been an issue with it for ages, where if you load it up, it will just crash the game and it won't load.
Oh, very weird.
Yeah. But other than that,
user profile
with Uno or Ubisoft, because is it Ubisoft that make it? Because they do all them like Monopoly. Yeah, I had a couple of issues and they patched it, and it seems to work fine now. It's hard with randoms because they just seem to take forever in a day to take the turn, and it's like, just come on, you've landed on my hotel, give me your money, get out the game, let's move on, let me win.
I got Game Alive 2, and it's so much faster. Like it just goes. You don't have to wait. It just sort of auto replays it. Like you do your turn, and then it just completes it, and then it moves on to the next player. So you don't have to sit around waiting for people, which is nice.
Yeah.
Worse than waiting
something like that.
Forever. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the timer just take. I think you get like 2 or 3 minutes. And you just sat there, and it's like, what do I do? You know, it's like, come on, hurry up. And then you're the last one to roll. So you've got like 5 Americans that are just like touching themselves as they can't make a decision. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. No. They could be touching the knees, could be touching their elbows, could be touching the forehead. There's nothing wrong with
yes. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Exactly. I am not talking about their reproductive organs in the slightest.
As I was saying with BMG, Monopoly is purely a game of chance, right? Because you just roll dice and it decides the whole game for you.
No.
Monopoly? No.
No, you build hotels and you take people's money.
No, it's not a game of chance. It's on about being ruthless and taking everyone's stuff and taking them out of the game. That's why we only
game of chance.
In our house,
built on chance. You buy what you land on because you rolled to get there, and then people might land on it depending on what they roll. It's all chance.
Right.
Yeah, it's game of chance.
You use it wrong. Don't worry. We're only allowed to play Monopoly once a year in my house because Christmas. I always win. That's it. Christmas Eve.
My missus threw it at me like once. She literally threw it on the floor because I was winning. So we don't.
Yeah. The sore losers. I picked up actually. No, in fact, I didn't pick up. My wife bought me about a year or so ago. I got the Jurassic Park Monopoly. I've not had a chance to use that one yet. It was fun. Looks fun.
I haven't played Monopoly since I was around a friend's place, and my mate Timmy spilled his fucking drink all over her brand new Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly board. I thought she was going to fucking batter him. Honestly. She had a look in her eye like a fucking wild demon. I thought she was just going to absolutely batter him. I haven't played Monopoly since.
Oh dear. Scarred for life. Other than that, I played, jumped back into Destiny 2 just for the Assassin's Creed stuff.
Oh, Destiny 2, here we go.
The best live service FPS game on the planet. But other than that, that's it. So I've been playing a bit of mixture of both PlayStation and Xbox. It's just some fun stuff out there. Waiting for new releases of 2023.
Cool. Sentinel, what have you been playing?
I finished up the playthrough of Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition on PS5. You know, because it was with December's PlayStation Plus offerings.
Yeah.
And then I jumped back into Grand Theft Auto 4. And I had to play through, totally, because I play Grand Theft Auto 4 like at least once a month. It's one of my go-to games, so I'm playing it all the time. And it's so much better than Grand Theft Auto 5,
I'll tell you what,
physics is so much better.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was such a good game.
And so many people shit on Grand Theft Auto 4's driving, but in my opinion, it's so much better than 5. It just takes more skill to guide the cars around corners and stuff. Whereas Grand Theft Auto 5 feels much more like Need for Speed or some shit.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, on 4 you can't get in the supercars and just do that, and then
Yes.
because the wheels spin to put into its front, you actually have to build up to it and drive and manage the throttle and stuff. And people are like, well, I don't like this. I just want to drive and shoot, bang bang.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's like Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't really get the DLC that Grand Theft Auto 4 did. The Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost and Damned are really good DLCs.
Yeah, I never played them. I think I started the Lost and the Damned, but then I never bothered playing them.
Yeah, and they're really good as standalone games. They're not as long, obviously, but of course with GTA 5, you just didn't get that. They canceled the DLCs they had planned, and they had really cool DLCs planned for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah, they make a lot more money just adding the occasional shit to online. There's no need
and
for
that's
DLC.
why they did it. Even though they wanted to change part of the map, and it was going to be a zombie apocalypse where Franklin and Lamar are basically trying to survive. Los Santos filled with zombies. That would have been so goddamn cool. Much better than anything they did in online.
Like
but whatever.
Dead Nightmare.
Yeah. And it would have been badass, but of course they canceled it because GTA Online made so much damn money. So
And it still continues to make a shitload of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Never stops, does it?
No. As long as there's those kids with their parents, their parents' credit cards, buying shark cards, it's going to keep making money.
Yeah.
And it's like I know.
That Red Dead Redemption was.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 made a lot of money too, but they shit on the Red Dead Online community, and I kind of felt bad for them.
Yeah, apparently it's just had a big update.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it made so much money that Red Dead 2 was the second best-selling game of the year when it came out, beaten by GTA. And then they were like, "Well, it didn't sell as well as that. So we'll sack off all the DLC and online plans we had for it and just keep supporting GTA Online."
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And I thought about checking out Destiny 2, but then I said, "Fuck no, I'm not gonna subject myself to that shit." So I didn't.
That's fair.
Brown nosing Sentinel. Brown nosing.
No. I'm just saying.
Hashtag free Sentinel.
Right?
Sentinel's hosting.
Bungie.
Sentinel's actually hosting PSN Party podcast for a few episodes, so free me.
Do you guys think Sentinel sounds like Slayer? Like,
No, I don't
I
know.
do. I think he's got a twang of Slayer.
A twang.
Yeah.
You think it's Slayer in disguise?
Yeah, we've not seen Sentinel. It could be just Slayer.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Just me, man.
So I've been playing Call of Duty. That's it. I'm struggling to play games at the moment.
But not with
I'm one of
Ginna?
those- Not with Ginna, no, because he doesn't consider me a friend. So I've been playing with Timmy and on my own.
Didn't invite me.
Because Ginna's a bit of a bastard, to be honest.
He is.
But,
Hey, Jenner did say he would. Jenna did say he would play with BMG, but he wouldn't play with anybody else. So
yeah, shock him. Absolutely
I know.
shock him. I've only
So
ever
wait for
been
it to come
kind to
round.
Kind of a
So
carrier.
yeah, I've been playing Call of Duty, and I've also been playing How Much Damage Can I Do to a Liver in 2 months. That's about it. I'm looking forward to
Since
this
you
year.
got banned from Smite Red, as you've changed.
My life's gone downhill.
Jesus.
I sit at the bar now and think about all the fun times I had, being told that people hope my mum gets cancer and stuff. I miss those days.
Well,
Your mother gets unwell for the advertisers.
Speaking of cancer,
no more Marvel Snap.
So yeah, that's all I've been playing. I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this year. There's a lot of really good games coming out that I can't wait to get my hands on. You got Dead Island in 2 months. Was it Dead Island? Yeah, there's Dead Island 2 months time.
Yeah.
Hogwarts.
Skull and Bones.
No one's looking for that at BMG.
FIFA 24.
There's something out this month, isn't there?
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart,
Dead Space. Dead Space is out this month as well.
SpongeBob's out this month.
Yep.
Yeah, some good games coming out. I'm excited. Then you got the day after. Is it the day before? Yeah, or the day before? That zombie, the Division game that came. That's
I got a
good.
feeling.
Excited for that.
I got a feeling Atomic Heart is going to be one of those games that looks really cool and goes in, and when you play it, it's going to feel terrible. It's going to not going to handle very well.
And
You're just going to end up playing it because it's just so quirky and awesome. And at the end, you'll be like, yeah, it's different.
You got
Crack
Stalker
like
2
Scorn.
coming out as well, haven't you?
Scorn's great unless you have to shoot something.
Stalker 2's out in February, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Possibly.
Yeah, looking forward to
Same
it.
as
Some good games coming out.
Hogwarts Legacy is out in
Yeah.
February
No
as well.
one cares about that.
I do. Looks good. New killing curses.
Murder. You can murder other wizards and.
I'm going to hate on it because J.K. Rowling had some influence, and I don't know what she's done to piss people off, but that's a bandwagon I want to jump on. So fuck J.K. Rowling. Boycott.
Oh yeah, bugger her, but I just want to play the game.
That's it. We're now demonetized for swearing. Cheers, Rez.
You're welcome.
I've been. I started playing that The Quarry yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
And I got about 10 minutes in and switched it off. I was like, it's too late for this shit. when there was the creepy like demon woman head between them right at the beginning of the game, I'm like, nah, it's too late. I'm too tired for this. I want to sleep tonight. So I'm going to go back to that.
Did you see the trailer to Evil Dead Rise?
Yes, it looks
That's
amazing.
quite violent, doesn't it? I was quite
with a
crazy
cheese
by
grater.
that. Yeah. Oh,
Can't wait.
yeah,
Don't think you so well, mummy.
Yeah, I hope it stays true to like the source material and stuff. Because I know Bruce Campbell's not in it, but apparently he's had a lot of influence on.
He's one of the producers on it, isn't he?
He's producing or directing it. He did like a little short video with a teaser saying, "I'm not in the film, but I am producing it or directing it, and it's going to be the best one in the franchise." So
it's not, but it's going to be good.
Atomic Heart. It looks like Wolfenstein to me. I don't know why. It's got that like Wolfenstein vibe about it. I think it'll be alright. I think it's gonna be a good game.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Can I just take a quick moment to shout out to everyone who subscribed over the last month, hit us over our 1,000 subscriber goal on Christmas Eve. Tiny Tim didn't die because of you also. Big thank you to that. Nice Christmas gift. We will be doing our 1,000 giveaway at some point this week. We're not sure whether it's going to be a live video, like a stream, or a pre-recorded one, but we've got a copy of God of War Ragnarok and a load of keys to give away. For that, we've even got Mrs. Ginna on to celebrate our 1,000 subscribers.
What's on, Mrs. Ginna?
What's happening?
But yeah, so big thanks to everyone for that. That's awesome. It's really cool. No thanks to Ginna, but everyone else.
No thanks to Ginna.
Cream rises to the top. Remember that 5% I bring in. It's the best.
You're the mouse that drowned in the bottom of the cream.
I haven't seen Sentinel do a standalone video yet. Not even trying.
Mrs. Ginna, did you hear about Ginna getting criticised for destroying bot lobbies?
Some guy online was giving me abuse.
Oh, the good rapper.
The rapper, the rapper. Yeah. I'm not angry about it, but my missus heard all about it. Yeah.
You never also really likes to suppose something to do with gaming.
She's not bitter about it at all.
Reddit is annoyed you've been playing a lot of COD and not inviting him.
I'm annoyed that you haven't invited me.
You don't invite us?
I'm trying to deflect.
Well, apparently, only friends are allowed to play with Ginna. So, that's what he said.
Friends are allowed to play with us.
Yeah.
What's the cat now?
Anyway, let's get on to
it's
some
the last
topics.
show that I'm going to be a proper regular. So,
oh yeah, he's leaving us.
Get the cat and the dog on, and the missus as well. Why not?
He's leaving us for a job.
He says.
Right, let's get into some topics because I think
that little rapper broke him, didn't he? In the comments,
proper did.
He's not got a job. He's just been broken. He's just absolutely.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm getting criticised by 12-year-old rappers. So, topics. High on Life has become the #1 Xbox Game Pass game of 2022, which I'm not surprised. It is a great game. Had its issues on launch, but I'll tell you what, to their credit, they have done a great job at getting that patched and fixed really quickly.
Yeah.
I was actually pleasantly surprised by how fast they jumped in and said, let's patch it. Because they had like 2 patches within the first week and a half of being out to address issues. A lot of developers will leave a game for months before they even go back near it. So fair play to them. You guys played it yet?
I played the first hour and a half of it. It's all right. Like I say, I give it a solid sort of 7.5 out of 10. It's fun. It looks all right. It's nothing amazing though, but if it's on Game Pass, like I say, it's worth playing. Definitely, it's a fun game. Although I can see people not liking the humour. So.
I'll tell you what I love about it. It doesn't need to be any more than anything else than what it is. Like it's just a fun little first-person shooter that's filled with really obscene comedy and I think it's a great little game. If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, check it out because it's the same sort of humor as you'd get in Rick and Morty. It is just a good time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I've never known a game that starts by offering you cocaine.
Yes.
right.
It's fun. It is funny. Like I say, like you said, if you like Rick and Morty, it's just fun. It's not a game you have to take serious, put a lot of thought into. It's just the comedy in it, the some of the dialogue. You get to murder a child in the game
for an achievement.
For an achievement.
I'll tell you what, I missed that achievement because I thought there was an achievement not to kill him, so I ended up leaving him.
I like how his mum he had it come in.
Yes.
And that knife is just awesome. Where he wants you to go back to the house and stab him in the belly.
He's not as prominent as I thought he'd be. The knife, he only really turns up every now and again. I thought he was gonna be more involved, but he's one of those he says a few lines here and there, but then you don't really hear much. Yeah, I love Gus. Gus is my favourite one out of all of them. I love the way he just sits there and holds your hand whilst you're running along. He just sits there casually holding your hand. It's ever so sweet.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
He's voiced by JB Smoove as well, which did he did the Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris of GTA 5. Did you ever listen to that radio station? Oh my god, it's hilarious. Home with me, Cheryl. That one.
Yeah, but no, it's a good game. Like I say, it's in Game Pass, so if you've got Game Pass, it's not going to cost you anything to play it. But it's just fun. It's nothing serious. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. It's just fun, and I think it's designed that way. It's made just to have a laugh and kill some things. You have your gun that says, "I don't think we should kill him. Stop trying to kill everyone." It's just hilarious.
Yeah,
absolutely hilarious.
Great game.
I walked around trying to shoot everyone, pretty much.
I did too. I thought there was going to be an achievement for trying to kill 100 different people, and there's not. So ridiculous.
Why do you want to murder everyone? Just calm your tendencies.
It's really cool that it's become.
I've only played about an hour and a half of it. I keep meaning to go back to. There's a few other games I just want to get finished and done and out the way, and I can move on then to it and just plow through. Like a Plague's Tale, and there's another game I can't remember what it is now, but I keep going back to them because I just want to get them done and finished. I just still haven't finished them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much there too with Ginna and Ash. I played about an hour and a half, and there were just other games that I kind of needed to tackle. So it's fun. It's like it's 7.5 out of 10, I guess. And it's like on Xbox with the level of quality we have coming for Xbox. I don't think you would ever call High on Life a system seller for Xbox. But, you guys remember it was supposed to come to Stadia, so I think it's good enough where it could have been a system seller for Stadia. Because of that comedy. You don't really see that type of comedy anymore in games. Everyone's kind of afraid to have comedy in games. But this one throws that shit out the window, and it's not afraid to really have some obscene comedy. So I think that would have worked for Stadia, but it's nice that Xbox has it instead,
It'd be nice to see what they do next.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming to PlayStation.
A good success.
Yeah, it's exclusive to Xbox and PC.
They should lock that shit down because, like I say, it's done massive numbers on that game.
I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft, after this acquisition with ABK, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a play for Squanch Games because
Yeah.
that's a good partnership to have.
I think they've probably already signed up a few people. They've already made agreements that they'll take them on once ABK, but they can't announce it because it's going to look like shooting themselves in the foot in it, going, oh, you don't want us to compete. However, we've just signed on 4 small publishers, like four small devs as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're not limited, they don't have to
if
announce
they
it today,
acquire.
as long as they're not limited and trading and stuff.
Yeah.
If they
They're
acquire.
not limited,
Okay.
as long as they're not trading.
But they don't have to announce it, is what I'm saying. So it may have already been done, dusted, and wrapped up, basically. So
Because it's smaller and it's not as big as like the huge publisher, so they wouldn't have to really, the CMA and them wouldn't have to get involved with it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. That's that bit of news. We've got a bit more news. Capcom end of the year survey completely forgets that the Xbox store exists. Ash, you know a bit more about this than I do.
do I?
You'll get into this one. Yeah, but you linked it, so.
Oh, well, they did a survey. Like they do every year, like where do you buy your games, what do you do? There was like PlayStation, there's Nintendo Switch, and then there's like other. There isn't an Xbox. They don't care, which is odd because like they're putting Monster Hunter Day 1 when it comes to Xbox on Game Pass next month. Actually, that's probably something in January. I'm sure is Monster Hunter. I mean, I know it's been out on Switch, but it's now getting ported everywhere. But it's coming to Game Pass Day 1, and honestly, it's weird because like. Capcom have been good supporters of Xbox. We've got like all of the games have been coming out. Admittedly, PlayStation keeps getting like the early demos and stuff for Resident Evil and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
they haven't done us dirty like
Square Enix.
Konami and Square Enix are doing with like IPs, big IPs. So
To be
it's a
fair,
weird
though,
one.
they do seem to have that like, unspoken agreement with PlayStation. So,
Maybe Capcom just know they're going to get that sweet free Game Pass money, so they don't give a shit really. Do you know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah.
They want to know where they're going to make the most money outside of getting that big bag of cash from Phil. Who knows? So
Yeah.
So, it's a weird one, like I say, but I like I say, I agree with Sentinel in chat though. I don't think they'd probably buy them, but I think they should definitely lock down at any of their future games, at least the next one. Because High on Life's done really well, so why not sign the next one on now?
Yeah.
Jump on that sort of bandwagon. Do you know what I mean? I would.
Well, and PlayStation's doing a lot of these exclusive deals where they're not necessarily buying the studio, but they're paying for these games to come only to PlayStation, not to come to Xbox. Xbox needs to do the same thing to really compete.
Yeah, I agree.
Why
buy the
Xbox?
cow, we can have the milk cheap.
Yeah. Why Xbox let Amazon get Tomb Raider? I don't know. You know what I mean? It was silly. They shouldn't have allowed that. They should have been in there because, I mean, it's a reboot, and they did get a lot of rubbish for Tomb Raider previously when they had the exclusivity. But
Yeah.
I would have locked that down if it were me. But I'm at that point now where it's like you look at like Square Enix, you look at Final Fantasy, and you're like, well, we're never getting them, so Xbox need to start doing it back. Like,
Yeah.
eye for an eye, in my opinion.
Even though Amazon are behind the development of Tomb Raider, it's still coming to Xbox there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's multi-platform, but they're just publishing it. They're not developing it. They're just publishing it. Amazon.
Yeah.
But why Xbox didn't pick up the publishing rights, especially when they're close with Crystal Dynamics and stuff?
Well, yeah, and it's like you got PlayStation who has Uncharted. Tomb Raider would have been a perfect competitor for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've actually downloaded it. Yeah. I've actually downloaded because I own all the Tomb Raider games and the newer trilogy that they've just done. I've actually just downloaded the first Tomb Raider game, the definitive edition, to my Xbox because it actually now runs 4K 60, which was quite good. So I'm looking forward to jumping into that probably maybe tomorrow if I get a chance and start that off. So trying to get that trilogy done. I've not played Tomb Raider since the PlayStation
Anniversary Edition or whatever it is. That's such a good remake. So good.
I need new Tomb Raider in my life, man. It's been a while now.
Yeah, it's been ages, hasn't it?
Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was what, 2-3 years ago? I feel like it's time to go another one.
So, who owns the rights to it now? Is it gone with Crystal Dynamics?
Still Crystal Dynamics, yeah.
So it's owned by Embracer Group now.
Yeah.
Because they did announce they are making a new one, didn't they? Or was that Deus Ex?
They are making a new one, yeah. No, they announced a while ago they've started work on a new Tomb Raider. I think it's been built in Unreal 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good 8 months ago, 9 months ago they announced that.
You know, it makes no sense, though, because you got Crystal Dynamics that's basically building Perfect Dark. The initiative turned out to be like a shell studio. And Crystal Dynamics is the one, they're building Perfect Dark. Why Xbox would not acquire them, I have no idea. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Money, maybe. I'm Activision deal. Honestly, I feel like if the Activision deal hadn't been in process, they would have swooped in for
Yeah.
Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah,
I think they would have swooped in for the, like, if they hadn't been going for Activision already, I think they would have picked up that American Armour Square, because they would have been perfect for Xbox. But
Avalanche Studios also.
yeah, exactly. It's such a loss.
Especially, it's like, especially since all the ABK deal is really about is them getting Candy Crush. I mean, that's really all it's about, because they want that Candy Crush money. Because Call of Duty is staying multi-plat. It's not like it's going to Xbox, so why would you throw out billions and billions just to say, hey, we're going to get the money for this now, but it's going to stay on all these systems? It makes no sense, but,
It's nice that COD's being sacrificed so we get an exclusive Crash Bandicoot and Spyro in the future, and Tony Hawk. I'm fine with that.
And hopefully a prototype game. Prototype.
Yeah, we need a new prototype.
Let PlayStation have
Prototype
Call of
3, please,
Duty
next
and then
gen
make
graphic.
it into a once every 4-year franchise. But
Yeah.
they can keep it, but then keep everything else on Xbox. I want to see Guitar Heroes. I want to see Spyro. I want to see all of it. I want Skylanders back.
I want to see them pull. I want to see them pull like Raven. Is it Raven Software? I want to see them pull like developers like
yeah.
Sledgehammer Games. I want to see them pulled off
Right,
Call of
sure,
Duty
how
or
they-
something else.
Yeah.
out of the Call of Duty mine.
Yeah, get them out of the Call of Duty mine, stick them in the Halo mine.
Oh my god.
Out of the
Honestly,
Call of Duty
prototype,
mine into
The problem with trying to pull them off Call of Duty is money. They make too much
Right.
money, don't they?
Yeah.
Just imagine them. They all come out of the Amazon
Just-
offices, like all like soot over their faces because they've been doing Call of Duty so much. They're all like, "Oh, the bright light," and then they shepherd them into a van, drive them over, and they throw them into the Halo mine. And you're like, "You fix that now. You go." Infinite needs content. Go, map them up.
Ugh.
You know how to make a first person. Get in that fucking mine.
That's it. Yeah,
Wow.
may as well.
I'll tell you what. I know it's not going to happen, but I would love to see like some of the older franchises come back, because Activision was bigger than Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? Call of Duty just seems to be the mainstay, but they had
Do
so
you know what
many
I
good
want?
IPs.
Call of Duty 2 remaster.
No, I don't want any
Yeah.
I don't want any Call of Duty to be remastered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remaster
you know what?
the old Spider-Man games.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? They could shelve
Marvel
shelve Call of Duty for like 10 years, and I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. PlayStation can have it for 10 years. You just don't make a game for 10 years.
I would be happy
Yeah.
if they just left Infinity Ward making Call of Duties, because Treyarch Call of Duties are fucking shit now. They have been since Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
I just yeah.
Sledgehammer are quite good.
Nah, they're not.
Put them on better games. There's so much out there.
No.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 4. That's what we want. We need superhero games. Give us Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Give us
We need a
something.
Superman game. Superman game is what we need. That's
We
the
need-
next
we need-
superhero game.
We need an open world Judge Dredd game. That's what we need.
Made by Coalition.
Re-release
No one
Spider-Man on
likes
PS1.
A lot of people have like sentimental value for the old Activision Spider-Man games, but they were fucking shit.
Yeah, they
The
were.
second,
They were
second
absolutely
one wasn't.
shit. They were
The
just.
second
they
one was
were.
brilliant.
It was
Based on the
awful.
Tobey Maguire trilogy, the second
was
one
crap.
was the best Spider-Man game they ever made.
No, the best Spider-Man games were the two on the PS1.
People loved it because there was nothing else. That's the only reason why they loved it.
Yeah, that's true.
To
To be fair, Spider-Man 2 was good, bar all of the side quests that were horrible. Like, oh, mister, I've dropped my balloon, and you had to keep running up buildings to get balloons and carrying a bloke across the city to the...
Oh no! He's
hospital.
injured. Let's get him to the hospital.
Yeah.
It was like that all the fucking time.
And
That's
the fact
what
that,
heroes
Tobey
do.
Maguire proper just phones in his lines. He's like, "Hi,
200,
I'm
250 random collectibles scattered over the fucking map. No way to know where they are. Like no map or anything. Like you just got to guess. Oh, they're fucking dreadful.
So at least we know 3 of you are Spider-Man haters. That's
No, I
fine.
love Spider-Man.
No,
I
all
don't
right.
like the Activision Spider-Man. I think they were good at the time because that's all we had.
Yeah. Insomniac seems to know what they're doing with Spider-Man. So,
That
Yeah.
we do.
you know, Xbox needs something that's visceral and gritty and violent. Judge Dredd, The Punisher, something like that, and it needs to be
The
exclusive.
Punisher one would be brilliant.
No.
Yeah.
Deadpool. A
Deadpool would be
Deadpool
good.
game.
I'll tell you what, I
Deadpool
love
would
the
be
I love
awesome.
the Deadpool game they brought
With
out.
Ryan Reynolds playing the voice.
Yeah, or Nolan
Right.
North.
No.
I love Nolan
No,
North.
I'd like to see a good
No,
X-Men game.
Yeah.
Playing Midnight Sun, just get a good X-Men game.
I picked up that. Was it X-Men?
Not
Legends?
Wolverine, no, he's overrated.
60 quid.
Overrated.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to put Wolverine in there, you got to have, like, where you're basically recruiting the X-Men and you walk in and, you know, you're trying to recruit Wolverine and he's like, piss off. And you're like, all right, I guess he's off the list.
You could have Cyclops, you could have Gambit.
Girl
Oh my
one,
god,
just chuck
Beast,
her in. Close enough.
Yeah.
Storm,
Colossus.
Jean Grey. Yeah, you got
Magneto
fucking all-
game. We need a Magneto game, something like that.
Why
That'd
do
be
we?
cool. Play
Rogue
the
and
villain.
Gambit.
Be a villain.
Or have them.
Be on the other opposite side.
Could you imagine how shit the Thanos boss fight would have been if Magneto was there? He'd have
Just
had
like,
that shit. He'd have had that shit wrapped up in 2 minutes. No need
Right.
for the Avengers, just have Magneto
Sir Ian McKellen just stood
rip
there.
his armor off and
It's,
drop the ship on him. Problem
It
solved.
makes no.
Yeah.
The problem with the Thanos thing is, right, it makes no sense. It's because the whole way through, he's doing his powers without clicking. He's closing his hands at some point of a pants. He waves his hand and brings a moon down. And then in the end, is stop him clicking his fingers. It's like, where did that come from? Why is he now going to click his fingers?
It would be a snap if it wasn't
So
a
what?
snap.
To
Magneto could
activate,
literally just crush the gauntlet
Yeah.
whilst it's on his hand. Now click your fingers now, bitch. He can't. His hand will fucking
Why did he just
twisted up in the
pull
gauntlet.
one of the stones out of it? Why try and get his hand to nick a stone?
because you can't.
What?
Don't you know
You
the
got one.
law? You can't. You can't do that.
Magneto would
Well,
have had
somebody
that shit
just
over with in
shut up.
minutes.
Chris Pratt when he's chatting shit. Instead of going, no, he's getting angry. Wait, we've nearly done it. Someone just turn around and like hold him. Or like Drax was stood there doing nothing. He's much bigger. Just go, you're standing here for a moment. You're about to ruin things. Like, yeah.
The problem is though, right? It'd be a
Would have
really
ruined the
short
next
film.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one where
I'll
they
tell you
run
what,
at it, right? They run at him and he turns them into like accordions and they all split into bits and fall over.
Yeah.
He literally goes like
Yeah.
that and turns his fist. He doesn't click his hand, then he turns back time like this. He
Yeah.
doesn't click his fingers the whole time until it's convenient that they can hold his fingers open and now the powers don't work.
Right.
Other than
Let's
that, great
not
movie.
shit on
10 out
Marvel.
of 10.
Let's not shit on Marvel. Right.
I'll
Clearly
tell you
a-
what.
clearly a
Marvel-
hater.
Ever since,
I love it.
ever
Ever
since
since Game of the
Disney have bought them, Marvel gone down fucking hill quickly. It's,
Yeah.
it's dreadful
Yeah.
now. I'm having a hard time with it. I used to love Marvel movies. Now it's just watered down
Well,
shit.
can
every
we just
show.
say in chat, Sentinel,
In
Marvel
a rough
characters
phase.
are better than DC characters. Batman is like here,
Yeah.
Marvel's here. Like
Nah, I
a lot of
disagree.
the
Yeah,
rest of
well-
DC is lower than Marvel, but Batman
No.
trumps all Marvel.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, we
No, it
know.
doesn't.
Marvel has the
Batman-
best superheroes.
Batman
DC has the
only
best
comes
villains.
out at night. Just commit crime through the day, and you're all
No,
right
he
because
doesn't.
Batman only comes
Batman
out at
day
night.
as well. He just
No,
doesn't
he
hide as
doesn't.
well.
Can you imagine him running around in his spandex down the street
Does Batman do all day in
with
his
Robin
spandex?
in his spandex through the day? That's not menacing.
Like proper
Spider-Man
Adam
gets
West
some gunky
Batman.
liquid and
Right.
shit like that.
Yeah, okay. Batman is better than most Marvel characters, but
No.
you know.
Yes.
He's not.
Here he is.
He's not.
Batman
Well,
in
right,
the newest
Batman.
film
Alright,
Robert
who would win?
Pattinson.
Who would win?
goes
Who
and
would win a
knocks on the
fight?
door of the Penguin's house or club, whatever it was. The bouncer opens it and goes, "Hang on a minute, mate." Closes the door to go and ask the Penguin if he wants to let him in, and he just stands there going,
Yeah,
Who would win in a fight between Batman and Iron Man?
Batman.
"Iron Man."
How would
Iron Man.
Batman win?
Iron Man would. Well, I said most of Marvel, but Marvel has like 1,000 fucking characters.
What? Iron Man.
I
Iron
reckon,
Man's
I reckon Daredevil would beat the shit out of Batman.
Nah.
I don't know about that.
The last trilogy of Batman, he had asthma.
Iron Man's an alcoholic. He wouldn't be able
I'll tell you what,
to.
Christian
broke his
Bale's
back in one of
Batman.
them.
Christian Bale's Batman's probably the only one that had to carry fucking soothers in his utility belt. I'm Batman. Fucking pop a soother.
You're all wrong.
Where are they? He just sounds nothing like what he does in his fucking human voice.
Right.
Amazing.
In his human voice.
You know what I mean?
good, though.
Like his Bruce Wayne voice.
I'll tell you what, though, that cutscene at the beginning of Gotham Knights had me welling up nearly when he died. I was like,
That was a good scene, yeah.
such a good cutscene. I was like, oh, and then they're like, oh yeah, can't believe Alfred. We sent him on holiday for the first time in 4 years, and Batman died. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
It was
well,
Alfred that killed him.
You shit bastard.
It's a good cutscene. It proper sets
still-
the game
I'm
that
still
doesn't
annoyed.
live up to the hype.
It's just a shame that the rest of the game.
I'm still annoyed. We went from Michael Caine, who was the perfect Alfred, to Jeremy Irons, who's a smart, tech-savvy Alfred who knows everything, and he's on the jet working the computers. We went from Michael Caine bumbling Alfred, who's like, "Why are you doing all those bloody push-ups if you can't lift a beam?" Onto fucking Jeremy Irons. I've already hacked it for you, Batman. Don't you worry about it. I'm 2 steps ahead of you. You go in the field. I got your back. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, but Alfred was smart though, and he was like when he was trained in the army and stuff. It's just
They had Andy Serkis playing him, didn't they? In
in
the
the
Batman
newer one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. That's a good fit, I think.
Wasn't he
Alfred.
gone?
It's like Aunt May. He's getting younger and
That's-
younger.
That's my problem with DC at the moment, because like the DCEU's in fucking ruins, and now they've got another Batman movie that's not related to DCEU. They've got a Joker movie coming that's not related to the DCEU. It's
That's
like,
a
well,
musical. The
Yeah,
new
but
Joker
no,
movie
there's
is a
Lady
musical.
Gaga.
There's so
as
much.
well.
There's shouldn't like. It's just confusing. Like there should be one franchise.
Well, they don't have
there
to.
is.
They're either.
DCU doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
They've given up
James
on it. That's
Gunn-
what James Gunn has done.
James-
He said,
James
there's no
Gunn
DCU.
is
We're just
rewriting
going to make
the
standalone
DCU.
movies for all these different things, played by
Right,
different
but
people. There's no
they're going to
DCU.
bring in. They're going to.
Start
James
with
Gunn
Batman.
is inevitably going to bring in a new Batman. So where the fuck does that put Robert Pattinson?
And they got rid of Henry Cavill, which is a shame.
Yeah.
That's
They
Superman we've
did
had
him
since
dirty,
Christopher
didn't
Reeves.
they? Gave
did
up
him
with
really
for Superman, and then they're like, "No, we don't want you now, mate."
Yeah,
last
that's pretty
film,
fucked
last
up.
film we did was
Hi.
Black Adam.
Hired in October, fired in December. For fuck's sake. They did him so dirty. And then he left The Witcher as well, didn't he? Like, I'm leaving The Witcher to pursue Superman again. Oh, I've been fired as Superman. That's great. Can't come back as The Witcher.
Peacemaker. Peacemaker is probably the best thing
Yeah.
that they've made in DC. Absolutely hilarious.
I love
I like
Peacemaker. I
him.
just
I like
hope
the
that they
new
keep him
guys
now
as well.
that they got the new James Gunn's back. I hope James Gunn decides to keep Peacemaker, because that's the only thing I've ever liked John Cena in.
He
Didn't
sacked
James Gunn
Henry
do
Cavill.
Peacemaker though. Didn't James Gunn do Peacemaker?
I
Yeah, he
think
did.
so.
He did the TV show.
Of course, he's got
Absolutely
it.
James Gunn has
hilarious.
sacked everyone. He's starting again.
Nah, he's not. He said he's keeping some. I don't know how. This is what's confusing. They either start afresh or you fix what's
How the
there
Flash has
already.
been kept.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They're
I can't
editing the
stand
Flash
fucking
movie
Ezra
to
Miller.
remove Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and someone else. And it's like, well, what's going to be left of the movie?
Yeah,
I
but
can't-
that
I can't
Ezra
stand
Miller's-
that fucking Ezra Miller. I honestly
Can
can't
you
stand
believe
him.
though?
He's
they
in
also
prison, isn't he?
cancelled
He's
a
an
Batman
arsehole.
Beyond movie with Michael Keaton. Like, who's head of DC? Like, that's money right there. Michael Keaton,
Yes.
old grumpy Bruce Wayne, training
Yeah.
someone up is like gold.
Yeah.
I'd have been day one there, and they went, "No, we don't need
Also,
that."
how
I'll tell you what, Ben Affleck should have had his own solo Batman movie. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think
it was
Yeah.
a good Batman. It was a good
he was a
Batman.
great Batman, and he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he had a
He
Yeah.
has the look. Like
He just had
has the
shit
look.
stories with the Justice League stuff.
Yeah, and like everybody likes to trash on Jared Leto's Joker, but like Jared Leto is a fucking good actor. He just
No,
gets
he's
tired.
not.
He is.
He
though.
was
He's a
awful.
brilliant
He's
actor.
awful. Have you
Yeah,
watched
he is.
Morbius?
He is. Yeah.
Have you
okay.
watched Blade Runner 2049?
Right.
He's
But that's
shit.
not his fault. He's a fucking
Yeah, he
great
is.
actor,
No,
but he
he's
gets
not.
tied to really shit scripts.
What's
But they
he
should
great
pick a better
in?
script.
What's he great in?
He's great in fucking.
he was
Lord
good
of
in
War.
one movie, Lord of War.
Great in
that's
American
it.
Psycho. He's great in fucking Fight Club.
No,
He's a very good actor. He just gets tied to really shit movies.
He was good at getting killed in 2 of the movies you mentioned, and then he was good in Lord of War when he played someone who couldn't speak
brilliant.
much because he was too coked up off his tits to be any use.
Wow.
He's a bad actor. He was a bad
not.
Joker.
He's
Doug-
not.
Best Joker ever is Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. Amazing.
You're all wrong. It's Mark Hamill. We all know it's Mark Hamill. You're wrong.
For the cartoon, not as an actual actor in a film.
I mean, really
it was awful. That was shit.
I like Heath Ledger, but he licks his lips too much.
I would really like to see Willem Dafoe get a chance at the Joker. Yeah. I think he would fucking nail it because he is like generally psychotic anyway. Yeah,
I loved him in the new Spider-Man No Way Home, bringing him back as Green Goblin was absolutely brilliant.
I think he would be the perfect Joker. I honestly do.
He was the best thing about that movie.
It was.
No Way Home.
It was. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah,
and because he did all the scenes himself, because they wanted to do it. They wanted to do it stuntman and CGI, and he said, "No, if I'm going to come back to the part, I want to do the actual stuff myself." The best bit in the film was the fight scene inside like the hotel apartments building where he was just shoving Spider-Man through the walls and that. Yeah. I don't like Tom Holland, so it was funny to watch him get his ass kicked.
See, my
kill his auntie.
My stance with No Way Home was it a good movie or was it just good because it had the older Spider-Man in it?
It was fan service. That was it.
Yeah.
Why was Shocker there? Electro there? Because he didn't know Spider-Man's identity, so how was he there?
Yeah.
Straight all canon. It doesn't make sense. The whole point was.
Also, where did his hair come from?
Pardon?
Where's his hair come from?
Anyone. It was the people that knew Spider-Man, not Peter Parker.
No,
Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man.
No, it was Peter Parker.
It wasn't. Go back and watch it. It's anyone that knew him as Spider-Man.
It was
not Peter
people
Parker.
that knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he's still Spider-Man afterwards. They don't all just suddenly go, "Who's that twat in his pajamas swinging around?"
If it's whoever knows Spider-Man came through, there'd be 6 billion people from the other alternative reality.
Yeah, but they were trying to come through
because everyone knows.
They were trying to come through.
Yeah, because
they were trying to come through.
Well, also here we go then. If we're going to do that, why was Venom there in the after credit scene? Because he didn't know Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man doesn't exist in his world.
Who?
Yeah.
Venom in the after credit scene. Tom Hardy's there as Venom.
I'll tell you what. If we don't get Tom Hardy's Venom versus Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, something's fucking seriously
Andrew
gone wrong.
Garfield's dead. He's dead to us.
He's not dead. He was one of the best Spider-Man.
No, he wasn't. He was.
Tobey Maguire was only good because he's the original,
and he is the best.
He's not the best.
Let's bring back the actor who did the original TV series.
I think we should bring back the Japanese one who has the Zords and stuff and the motorbike.
Oh, the new Spider-Verse film is out this year. I'm looking forward to that. The first one was
PlayStation
awesome.
Spider-Man in as well, hasn't it?
It has. It does. Yeah, they got a bit of a camo with him in.
What's
so
this?
yeah.
The
new Spider-Verse film.
The trailer has the Spider-Man from the PlayStation game in it as well.
Cool. Right, let's get back to topics. We've got some more topics.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire is the best.
Fuck's sake. The Xbox Activision deal has been approved in Chile. It's another victory for Microsoft. They are about to go to war with the FTC by the sounds of it. That's all I'm fucking saying about it. Chile have approved the deal. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I know it's
but they did say Microsoft have said if EU CMA approve it with concessions, they'll take that to FTC and willing to move forward without them and take it to court if need be.
That's fair.
It's going to get passed. CMA have delayed it as well, haven't they? Or they've pushed back the final
till April.
March,
till April now. But they're still going to know the rough time they previously said is now the final hand in your presentations and your portfolios and all that. So we'll still have a rough idea where it's going by then. But
I honestly feel like the FTC are just trying to look competent at this point because they've lost 70% of their last their last few cases.
Yeah.
So have you seen that thing they're trying to do where they're trying to push through something in America today? They've announced. What was it?
I don't know.
FTC. They're pushing something through. Trying to push some law through where if you can't force people to have no compete clauses in your contracts and stuff. Apparently.
Okay.
So.
Fair enough. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't want to get into it because we talk about it a lot. In other news, Starfield is set to be Xbox's biggest exclusive in over a decade, and what's really cool is the support page has just gone live, and they have reaffirmed that it's coming in the first half of 2023. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm like, it's good that we're getting an exclusive in the quarter. Do you know what I mean? I think we're getting to that point now where we're starting to get one exclusive per quarter. I think we're hitting that stride.
I'm more looking forward to Redfall because that looked awesome. That looked right up my alley.
We've got a bit more news about Redfall. Apparently, it's been internally delayed again.
You can't delay stuff. It's not got a release date. Don't lie.
It's also got. Well, apparently, it's got a release date with May 2023. So, and that was what they thought it was going to be originally. But are they going to bring it out at the same time as Starfield?
No, they're going to separate. Problem with Redfall is it looks fun. It'd be awesome to jump into it, have a bit of a, XBL team up for that. That'd be fun. The only issue I've got with it, it's working the same as Halo. You can level up, get items and stuff as you go through, but when you then jump back to your own game, if you're not the host, you have to start from the start.
Yeah,
I thought we were past that sort of thing. It should be, if we're all playing together, we should all progress, and then say we jump back into our own game because we're all not on together. We should be at the same point that we've already progressed to. What's the point starting all over again?
But the problem you got with that is if I jumped into Ash's game and he's halfway through the game and I jump in out of a level and go, oh, yeah, this is really good. I'm going to jump in on my own. And then I started my game and I was already halfway through and missed half a game. I'd be pretty annoyed. It's a fine act, isn't it? To try balance the two.
Yeah, it's hard. But I don't like the option they've gone with. Literally, if say Redders is the host, we're all in Redders' game, and we all decide we're going to jump into our own because whatever night we're not all on, and have to start back from the start. With all the stuff we've already done, but you've already got all the stuff. You're overpowered. It's like I don't like the idea of that.
A lot of games that have the shared co-op experience, they often end up buggy and needing to get patched a lot. So I don't really mind it that much. There's usually some sort of fucking issue where items don't save, achievements don't unlock, etc. So I don't mind that.
I kind of feel like Redfall is going to be on the same level as High on Life. I know High on Life isn't a multiplayer game. It's single player, but I feel like Arcane Studios, their strength in the past has been single player types of games. And with them trying this co-op thing, it's not really something they're an expert at, like they would have been if it was a single player focused game. And so I kind of feel like, 7 or 7.5 out of 10 is going to be where it lands with the majority of people. And I know that's going to piss some people off because everybody wants to believe that that it's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. But I don't think for the majority of people it will. It'll be good. It just won't be great.
Yeah, I'm not overly excited for Starfield, but I am quite looking forward to Redfall because it does look quite fun.
Yeah, and I mean, just because it gets 7 out of 10 or 7.5 out of 10 doesn't mean it's not going to be a lot of fun. But I think everyone's expecting, and I think a lot of Xbox gamers are expecting, games that are going to compete with The Last of Us Part 2 and God of War and all this stuff. And that's, that's not the right mindset to have. I mean, you should be looking at games that are just fun to play. Not necessarily expecting them to be a 9.5 out of 10 right out of the gate, because it takes time for the studios to get their games there, and it takes time for Xbox to really fine-tune the types of experiences that they're going to deliver that'll score that high. Like Forza Motorsport is pretty much there, but they've had so many iterations throughout the years. Forza Horizon is the same thing. You look at, we're on the 5th iteration. I think it's the highest iteration, or it's the highest scoring iteration that we've had in the Forza Horizon series. But again, it's taken Playground Games time to get there.
Yeah.
So if Redfall is going to be this long-standing series that Redfall 2, Redfall 3, it's going to take them time to get it where it's a really phenomenal franchise.
The thing is, I'm sure they said that Forza Motorsport was coming out in spring of 2023.
Yeah.
So as it stands at the moment with these rumors, that's Redfall, Starfield, and Forza all expected to drop at the same time. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they'll.
Yeah.
Like, if they've got any sense, they'll stagger the releases throughout the year, so if they do hit that one exclusive a quarter
I think
Maybe
Forza's getting bumped to September. That's what I think, because a lot of the Forza releases, you remember, they've happened in September, October.
November, yeah.
Yeah, so if any game I think is going to get bumped, because they want Redfall and Starfield, because everybody already knows what to expect with Forza, but Redfall and Starfield have a lot of hype behind them. So I think they're going to want Redfall and Starfield to release in spring and summer, respectively.
And to be fair, we still don't know what they're going to announce at E3. There's been a lot of E3s where Xbox has announced something that's coming out that year. So
and I think they're going to surprise us. I think they have at least 2 big games that are launching this year that are not third-party games, and I think they're trying to keep it close to the chest. They may not be AAA games, they may be AA games, but I really feel like at E3 they're going to say, hey, you know what, we have this, and it's coming in 30 days.
Yeah. I think they will too. Yeah, they've done that at like most events recently. They announced a shitload of games that are coming out this year too. So, I mean, this is going to be a very good year for gaming, regardless of what platform you play on. There's some big bangers.
Yeah, and it's like it's so crowded, and it's like not even just talking about the Game Pass titles. I mean, you look at the Dead Island 2, and you look at the Dead Space remake, Resident Evil 4 remake, all these games that are coming out in 2023. It's going to be hard for a lot of us to find time to play half of these games.
I'll tell you what, I really hope Dead Island 2 comes out and it gets a fucking solid reception, because that game deserves it. It's been a long time coming. Was it 2013 it got announced, when it was like back in the... Yeah. It's been a long time coming, and I hope that when it comes, it delivers. And I hope
it's had how many studios? Like 5 studios?
3, I
6?
think, yeah.
It's been something ridiculous, and they've always had to go back and back to the drawing board with what they wanted it to be.
They've shown off looks really fucking promising. It looks good.
And like at the beginning of the Xbox One generation, we had Dead Rising 3, which was a hell of a lot of fun. So I definitely hope that Dead Island 2 really knocks it out of the park, because that would be a nice, it's one of those games that's built as much on comedy as it is on action.
Yeah. And Dying Light 2, I feel like really missed the mark, because that game had a lot of promise. There was, all your actions result in, change how the world changes. I didn't get any of that. I got bugs. I got fucking like annoying gameplay. I keep meaning to go back to it. I mean, I love those first-person zombie games.
Yeah.
I loved Dying Light, the original one. I loved the original Dead Island.
Yeah.
They can do really well, but then if they launch in a really buggy state, I mean, even the original Dying Light launched in a really buggy state.
Yeah.
I want Dead Island 2 to come out working and get a good reception. I want people to enjoy it. That's what I really hope for Dead Island 2.
Yeah, and I agree with Dying Light 2. I love the first one. I was looking forward to the second one, and the second one definitely was just not as good as I thought it was going to be. So I hope with Dead Island 2 it comes out and surprises the hell out of everyone.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, that it's just we'll see. I'm very pessimistic.
I love the fact that it's set in LA as well. It gives me what's that movie called? Zombieland vibes.
Yeah. I hate to say though, it's
I hope there is Bill Murray's house.
So it could go either way, because it's Embracer. It could be rubbish or it could be great, because they've been very hit and miss this last year. Like SpongeBob and all that was in good. Saints Row was dreadful. Destroy All Humans remakes, like remasters, were really cool. But just no one bought them, so they've sort of culled a lot of the future, plans. I think they've realised they've grew too much, but we'll see. But what's just been on the screen, you can now join the channel. There's a little button either below or above that says join. You click that. It's like what we had on Patreon. It's 99p a month. You get access to members-only videos. We put one up today where I eat lots of weird Japanese and Korean foods to varying degrees of disgust. You get... Oh, I did. I like doing stuff like that. But you get access to polls for some upcoming shows that I'm planning on recording soon to vote on them. You get a nice shiny badge. And you get access to emojis, and we're going to be adding some new emojis soon. It's 99p. If you are a Patreon subscriber, come over to this instead, because I'm going to be phasing out the Patreon in the next 2 months. It's just easier. It's exactly the same benefits,
extras,
and it's all in one place, because with Patreon I have to either upload the videos twice, which takes twice as long, or I have to upload it on YouTube, keep it unlisted, then share it, and then I have to edit it later on. It's such a pain, and it's harder to update regularly, whereas YouTube, I check it pretty much every other day. I'm going to be doing, like I say, I put videos up every day, so there'll be more content, there'll be more updates, and like I say, it's 99p, it helps us, and you get loads of cool stuff as well. So if you want to support us, you don't have to, but if you do, hit that little join button, you get a little shiny thing. It looks like what Stubbs has got, because Stubbs signed up last night. And yeah, we're going to really be pushing it going forward. Loads of cool stuff that really sort of gives back to the community. We wanted, like, based on your feedback, like Stubbs was like, BMG should play Gears of War, which he doesn't want to. we get enough members, we'll do a poll to see what crap BMG should play. And I've got a new show I'm working on, and I've got like 3 or 4 games that I could possibly do for the first video. It's going to go up to vote. So whoever's a member gets to vote, and winner, I will go and play it, and it'll be the first video, etc. So it's going to be very much more on the ball compared to Patreon, which is an absolute pain in the arse. So,
and it all goes back into the channel. So if you do support and you do like some sign up to memberships, we get to do giveaways, and we love a good giveaway.
Well, I bought, with the Patreon money we've made over the last couple of months, I bought a load of codes for this 1,000 giveaway. So I've got about 15 Steam codes plus the God of War code to give away. So it just saves us a little bit. It helps us keep the website running. It helps us pay for StreamYard, and eventually we could maybe upgrade it to the 1080p to make it look even nicer. All that sort of stuff. It just
shinier
helps. Yeah, you can see. You can see
BaldManGamer's head in full 4K.
You know, it makes sense.
We're going to be working on. I'm going to be building on it. You're going to see a lot of regular updates, once, twice a week minimum. Videos at least once a month, probably twice a month with the way I'm scheduling them at the moment. So loads of extra content. You get it a month early. So 99p. It's less than like a good chocolate bar at the moment. So
no, I think next week I'm going to be doing a recording of God of War Ragnarok spoiler cast. It'd be myself, Luke Steele, Puxley, maybe someone else. So keep an eye on the socials for that as well, because that will be landing at some point. So if you haven't played God of War, obviously play the game, finish the game, come back and then watch it. Or if you don't plan on playing it and you just want to know what the game's like, what happens, the story, check it out as well. But keep an eye out for that coming in the next couple of weeks.
We're just growing. It's all going like that, which is great. We're heading in the right direction. We're getting more views than ever. We're getting to pump out more content. We're getting to work with awesome publishers and PR companies. I got to be a ambassador of Outright Games, which do all like the kids games and tie-ins and stuff. So you've probably noticed on the channel, we've been pumping out a lot of sort of reviews and content for like Paw Patrol and all those sort of younger games. We've got more coming. We've got the Star Trek game, Star Trek Prodigy. We've got a video for that. We've got a video for My Little Pony, Fast and the Furious, Spy Racers, I think it's called, or something, the one that's on Netflix. And hopefully we're going to be working with them more in the future as well. So I know it's not for everyone. Most people probably aren't that fussed, but it's there, and it just helps us sort of grow the appeal of the channel, basically, as well as all the other content. So thank you.
Yeah. Exciting things coming. That's the main thing, you know.
We started to Fabio. He should be free for another RPG session soon. So we should do a third one and continue.
That'll be fun. Awesome. Sentinel, you're definitely gonna have to join us on that one. Yeah. It's been interesting so far. If you haven't caught up on the previous 2 episodes.
Definitely. And he said he's also finishing. He's going to edit the second one at some point, so we may get an hour and a half down version of a 2-hour show.
Very nice.
He's going to Fabio's done a dev interview. I'm not sure which dev it is because he hasn't told me. But he's just editing it down, and there'll be like a dev interview, and it's something he's going to be doing going forward. I believe it might be a Brazilian dev or something like that. So expect more sort of interviews from Fabio to sort of devs as well. So all sorts of cool content coming soon.
Outstanding.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So back on topics.
Yeah.
Apparently, over 300 Bethesda Softworks QA employees have successfully unionized under Microsoft. I'll tell you what I found really funny. There are a lot of the PlayStation Brigade are trying to shit on this, like unions are a bad thing, which I found hilarious. But yeah, I think I'm all for them unionizing, because I think they do get put in some really shit situations with crunches, and I think they need protecting, and it's good that developers are getting protected.
Well, and you got a lot of these studios that have, you can have great developers, but if they're getting worked to death and they're having to work 50, 60 hours a week and they don't have that union protecting them, they're going to leave and they're going to go on to the next company and the next company. And these development studios that were once great, the reason why a lot of them go downhill is because of the high turnover. But if you have that union protecting those employees, that turnover rate is going to go down a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that added protection as well. Help them to get better working conditions, more rights, and I'm all for unions. I was part of the RMT union back when I was working on the buses many years ago.
On
the buses, Blakey.
Showing your age.
old on the buses. Shout out there, but yeah, they should do. You've got to protect workers' rights, not just for like working hours and stuff, but pay, other stuff that comes involved. Because if otherwise, you've got these companies that can pretty much dictate what these employees and developers do, and they rather do it or they're down the road, and it's not fair. Are we going to see situations where we could see delayed games because unions have had a walkout or going on strike? It is a big possibility, and it's something we are probably going to see in the future. But whether it's a delayed game or anything like that makes no odds. At the end of the day, if your workers are happy, they're protected, they're being paid a fair wage for the work that they do, working reasonable hours, then you're going to get the best out of them. You're going to get the best work. You're playing a game where someone's worked stupid crunch hours and you're finding mistakes, there's issues. That could be a factor that comes into it. That could be issues. And when things aren't running correctly, is it because developers are working stupid o'clock in the morning, they've been on a 15-hour shift and they keep working on? We do need to protect these people. They do need to be in a better position. And the fact that Microsoft have welcomed it, they openly said, if, these studios want and different departments want to unionize, we welcome it. We want to offer the best working conditions possible for our employees. We want them to be able to do what they want to do to their best ability and be fairly paid for it, not all this crunch where they're working stupid. And it's fair and it's right and it should be a thing. In the UK, literally most businesses, companies have a union. The one that doesn't have a union, though, is care workers that work in retirement homes and things like that. There's no such thing as a union. They don't have it. They literally dictated what they should or shouldn't do. I see a lot of these people on a daily basis with the job I'm doing, and it's sad to see that it's dictated to them, the hours they work, the things they do, and it's not fair. And seeing it in that industry, also in the gaming industry and many other industries, they need that protection, and you're going to get the best out of people if they know they're being paid and fair for what they're doing.
And this is why Activision people there are really excited to join Microsoft, because they want to unionize. And to be fair, given Activision's track record with sexual abuse allegations and crunches and stuff. This is what they want. They want to be unionized, and they'll get that under Microsoft. They're not getting that at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why they're excited to, you know what I mean?
But it should be
Sorry,
industry-wide.
I keep turning off my camera. I'm quite unwell, and my nose is running a lot, so I'm having to sneeze and blow my nose a lot. Sorry, guys.
But the government, the government could bring in where they could make it mandatory to have a union or make companies offer this in place, but they don't. Because at the end of the day, money talks and spins the world, so to speak. But the more protection that different industries can have, the better. Because we're currently today and the past 48 hours as well, we've got train strikes in literally the whole country. I think there's 20% of trains running today.
Everything here is striking at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're fighting for that better pay. Well, that's another thing, and I don't disagree with you. But there should be, these people are working long hours, and they should be paid fair for what they're doing, because the cost of living, don't matter what country you're in now, the cost of living has gone through the roof.
It's not a cost of living. It's a
lot of jobs. It is on their government side, but what we're paying as people, what we make as people in our jobs, just don't cover the cost of things these days. I know minimum wage in the UK goes up in the next couple of months, but
£10.43, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still not going to come close to what the cost of living is and expenses, because they're going to tax you more on it.
That'll cover the council tax increase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you have a union, and a union can try and push for change, make walkouts, delay games, or whatever industry, make these delays. It sucks for us. A game's going to be delayed, but I'd rather a game be delayed and someone being paid on fairer pay and have better work conditions than someone, being forced to work stupid hours for low pay just so I can play a game.
I do like this image that Microsoft is cultivating for itself in this whole buying up studios and publishers, but like fixing the problems. You know what I mean? Yes. Like that's a really cool image for them to be having.
Yeah. But to be honest, Microsoft, they could do more. They could take it a step further and say, look, we've approached X body. We are creating an overall union where you're all automatically included unless you opt to not be involved. Instead of letting the studios themselves do all the legwork and create a union, they could take it one step forward and say, right, this is an independent body, a union for all the gaming.
That's tricky then, though, isn't it? Because you don't really want the overlords to have the union. You know what I mean? It's good that they've got their own individual unions, studios.
Yeah, but there's ways.
Want to have you know what I mean? Like, if the supreme overlord has the union, who do you really answer to? It doesn't really work.
No, but it's hard though, because in a lot of industries there's multiple unions. Like on the trains, for example, I think they have 4 or 5 different unions, so the strikes fall on different days and things like that. But if you can find an independent body that doesn't necessarily have to be a game industry, there's so much out there where they are the overseer of all of it, completely independent, that will work hand in hand with the gaming industry or whatever industry. They could work with that. It's better to work with one union that covers everything than 6 or 7 different unions that want different demands and things like that. If everything's working under one goal, and make it optional, because there are people that don't want to be in a union, that think, I'm happy what I'm being paid. I'm happy working crunch because I choose to do it. I want to do my best. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. I don't want to be forced to walk out and not get paid, because that's the other side of it. With unions as well comes that if you go on strike, if you walk out, you don't get paid for it. You're losing income to try and force change. And I know to make change, the sacrifice, and I understand that, but not everyone wants to do that. But if you have this overall body, completely independent, nothing to do with government, nothing to do with Microsoft, completely independent, but Microsoft say, like, we want to bring everyone into this, it's good PR, it's good for the workers, it's good for the studios, and it shows that they're willing to help make change, make improvements, because not a lot of people, they don't want to go to the boss. They don't, I know a lot of businesses now have this, my door's always open if you want to come and talk, but not a lot of people want to do that. Not a lot of people can feel, especially, I know it works different in America. In the UK, you can't really be sacked for for a lot of things. There's processes where in America, you can be sacked on the spot for a lot of stuff. Sentinel, if I'm wrong, do please correct me. But I believe you can pretty much, be sacked on the spot for stuff, whereas in the UK it works differently. But if you have a independent body that you can voice your concerns to, who then can take it to the management of Microsoft, say, look, this is an issue. How do we help compromise or resolve this? To me, that is a lot better option. And I think Microsoft could be that leader in that change, which could also help the industry as a whole change. It's an option.
Well,
it's something they could do.
Yeah, you make a good point though about how Microsoft is kind of spearheading this with the companies that they acquire, and you look at all the problems Activision has had, and you got companies like Activision and Electronic Arts and Ubisoft that suck at managing themselves, and there's tons of problems, sexual harassment, possible sexual assault, all kinds of stuff going on, and it's like if these companies, if they could effectively manage themselves and they could effectively handle the problems that they have, maybe everyone wouldn't be calling for unionization, And it's like with Activision as it was, unionization was never going to happen under Bobby Kotick, but now that it's being acquired by Microsoft, there is that opportunity. And, I think Bobby Kotick understood that his time was running out because people were just tired of Activision's shit, and not the developers, but the people running the show. And I think that's one of the big reasons why he approached Microsoft.
But it should be a thing that should be in place. Bobby Kotick is an absolute poor excuse for a human being. Yeah, he's a piece of rubbish, and he shouldn't be in the charge of a multi-billion-pound dollar company. And, Microsoft are probably the better option, because if Microsoft can't acquire them, their stock's going to drop even more, and you're going to start seeing Tencent and other companies like that are sniffing around trying to get a hold of. So Microsoft are actually the better company to own them, to be honest, over the other options, because Activision want to sell, they want to go. They're the ones that approach Microsoft because they know Microsoft have that capital to do it. But it should be every company, every business, everyone should be unionized. And it's a shame, I see it on a daily basis. I pick up a lot of workers, like say in the care industry, that literally have the worst conditions working ever, low pay, and they're expected to care for people's loved ones, give the best care possible. And it's like they're literally treated like they're scraped off someone's shoe. And, I always talk to these people saying, why don't you create a group, create a Facebook page to bring people from all over the country together, take it to government or whatever step you need to unionize, get better conditions. And this is one step in that right direction, within Microsoft, Bethesda, for doing that. But I would like to see Microsoft do more and say, look, we're going to unionize everyone under one roof, completely independent. They don't answer to us. We don't answer to them, but we'll work together. And, hopefully in the future, we can see it industry-wide, not just one company.
Yeah. So, what other news have we got? Apparently Deathloop 2 could be in development at Arcane Studios.
The
it was
guy
accidentally teased by a voice actor.
The main voice actor, the guy that plays Cole accidentally leaked it when he was interviewed because he was asked if they could tell him the code name for Deathloop, and his response was, "I can't because we are still under NDA under that code name." So that kind of, and then he was like, I think Jez Corden put it quite right. A deer in headlights when he realised what he said, which kind of hinted.
Yeah.
They're still
Another
hiring
game.
for it, aren't they? Or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I quite like Deathloop. I'm shit at it, and I haven't played it because I'm shit at it. But I quite like the story. I think it's a really cool concept.
It's hard. It's quite a hard mechanic, really, because you've kind of got to put quite a lot of thought into it. You know, get everyone lined up to take them all out in one day. It's not easy. I've tried. I've got part way through the game, and I gave up because I just couldn't quite grasp how to do it correctly. It does hold your hand quite a lot of the way through the game, point a lot of stuff out to you, but I still struggled with it, and and I kind of thought, right, clearly it's not for me. I like Arcane. Arcane are an amazing studio. Dishonored, brilliant game. First one better than the second one, but they're quite good at what they do. It just wasn't for me. I love the soundtracks. I love the 80s kind of thing we're going with. But it just wasn't for me, and but it'll be cool to see a second one. Yeah, but it will be a Xbox exclusive. It won't be coming to another console for X amount of time beforehand. This will be Xbox exclusive only, so it'd be quite interesting to see. I'm looking forward to what they do. It'd be nice to see them do something different. Maybe step out that comfort zone and take on a different project. And do something completely out their wheelhouse. I know that's the sort of games they're good at, but I know this is PlayStation, but Guerrilla Games, always they did Killzone, always pretty much did first-person shooters, and then they took a risk. They did a big third-person open-world game, which was quite successful. I'd like to see more studios do that. Take a different... take risk, do something different. Don't do something we expect. And I hope this from the coalition. I know they're doing Gear 6. We know they're working on Gear 6, but I'd love to see them do something completely out their wheelhouse. Give us a different experience, something we won't expect.
The Punisher.
Anything. Because to be honest, I know Aaron Greenberg teased, after the Game Awards, we won't have to wait very long for what's coming next with Xbox. So I hope to see we get an announcement. This other smaller game that the coalition's working on, because they told us we're working on some Unreal 5, not Gears. It's just a small project to see what we can do, and it'd be interesting to see what they do. And now. You've got Bethesda, ZeniMax, all under Microsoft. They've got that breathing room to take that risk, to do something different, and it'd be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, and we're getting Ghostwire Tokyo soon as well. That 6-month or 1 year thing runs out pretty soon, so we'll also get to play that, which would be nice.
Ghostwire got delayed, didn't it? Was it delayed till September, October?
I can't remember.
Was it September? Yeah. There's about another 6 months, maybe a bit longer on that, I think. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I haven't played that yet. And I will be looking forward to actually playing it on the Xbox side of things, which will also be Game Pass day and date as well, which is also something to be excited for and look forward to.
It's like I liked Arcane Studios, and I think they're very talented. Deathloop just wasn't a game that really... it didn't resonate with me, but it is a high-quality game. I really want to go back and play it, but now with all these games coming out, it's going to be hard,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just having a look what else we've got.
We've got Game Pass games.
Game Pass games. There's some leaving soon. Let me just have a quick look. So they've just added Stranded Deep, which was sort of like shadow dropped.
That's a great game.
And there was rumours we might be getting Diofield Chronicle and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, but they've not materialised yet, so probably not getting them. However, there are some games leaving in the first batch for January. So, Nobody Saves the World's leaving. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition's leaving. Paparazzi's leaving. Windjammers 2's leaving. And the Game of the Year, the Anacrusis, is leaving. I know you're all really sad about that. So if you do want to complete them, you're going to get on it soon because I believe they're leaving on January or on or around January the 15th.
Nobody wants to complete
them. Play them now, buy them on sale. I'm just seeing if there's out else. There's probably some stuff I've totally missed, but there's also Hitman 3 is changing as well. So they're delisting Hitman 1 and 2, and they're combining it into Hitman 3, and it's going to be called Hitman World of Assassinations or something like that. It's getting renamed.
Oh, so it's not getting killed off completely then?
No, the game's still there, and you'll still be able to play the first two. But if you don't own them, you have to buy them in a new bundle with 3, basically. And anyone who owns 3 gets 1 and 2's content for free as an update. So buy Hitman 3 quickly because you're going to get extra content for free, which you wouldn't normally. You'd have to pay extra for. So you're not losing it. I think they're basically making it like a live service platform going forward. They'll just add more stuff to it, which makes sense for Hitman. Instead of a full game, they can just add like little sort of mission packs and stuff like that. So
absolutely,
which they keep doing on a regular basis as well. There's a lot of stuff they keep adding. So
I think they're just sort of combining it all to make it make sense, basically. But
I remember playing Absolution and absolutely being in love with it, and then they brought out the Hitman remaster trilogy, like remasters, or 1 and 2 and stuff. Like before it became like what it is now. I just remember them being so shit compared to Absolution. Absolution was fucking amazing. I probably went back to that linear story.
Hitman 3 is really, really good. They changed it from episodic as they did in the previous game. But I can't remember if it's Mission 2 or Mission 3, which is absolutely brilliant with Hitman. It's something a lot of people have been asking for. Essentially, it's a murder mystery. Obviously, you're going in there to assassinate your target, but you can also, alongside that, where you've got this house full of people that are all potentially murderers, solve the murder of one of the residents in the house. And you can actually put on the detective stuff. Everyone sees you as a detective, and you can solve the murder. It's so much fun, and I highly recommend it. And it is on Game Pass. It's a lot of fun. They brought the series a long way.
Have you seen that Hitman VR?
No.
Looks hilarious. Is it Hitman?
Yeah, it's Hitman 3, isn't it? Just 2 and 1 in VR.
Oh, yeah.
That's proper funny.
I did see it. Yeah, definitely fun. That I think it'd be a bit too much for me. Problem with VR, I do like VR, but after a short period of time, I get headaches, and it's hard.
I can't play them. I can't play them because I'm blind as shit. Like these don't do fuck all. They're just for aesthetics, and I can't see VR. But it just doesn't work for me for some reason.
They're also bringing out in the 26th of Jan, they're also bringing out a new single-player mode called Hitman Freelancer, which introduces roguelike elements, strategic planning, and a customizable safe house. So I don't know full details of it. I know it's coming to PlayStation and Steam at least. I've seen it on one of the sites I use for review codes. But it sounds like it's like a standalone sort of mini campaign, basically. So,
but IOI, they're also currently working on an exclusive game for Xbox, Project Dragon.
Apparently, but there's no physical proof.
Nothing concrete, nothing announced yet. And they're also working on a James Bond game, which I'm quite looking forward to.
Still
IOI.
Fucking GoldenEye.
What happened to that? I'm sure that was meant to come to Game Pass in December time.
You know,
And we still see
so
nothing
many
on it.
people were pissed that Nintendo was actually getting a proper multiplayer mode on that, and that we weren't.
But they weren't.
So
They weren't
yeah,
getting a proper multiplayer
I know.
mode.
And so many people were raising hell about that shit. Maybe they were like, we got to rethink this a bit. Who knows?
I don't know, but it's the longest coming soon I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, still waiting. James Bond's gone.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to that coming. We've got Age of Empires coming to Xbox. Is it Age of Empires 4 or 3 coming to Xbox in January?
Yeah.
So
It's coming pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
a couple of weeks. So I can't wait for that to be able to play it on console as well, which is nice. So there's all sorts. There's loads coming. Apparently, we're getting an Xbox show at some point, either January or February. There's rumors. I don't.
Yeah.
If it's true, I just expect it to be sort of like release dates and gameplay of what's coming in the first couple of months. I don't expect it to be an E3 mega show.
Yeah.
However, like I say, if they were to do like a big surprise, what would you guys want? Because obviously we know what's coming. We're just waiting for like release dates for Starfield, Redfall.
I want to see Fable gameplay. Like, even
So,
if it's just like a
so
little
if you
clip.
could have anything, what would your big wow, what the fuck moment be? It's just Fable gameplay.
Fable gameplay. I would like to see more Avowed.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Avowed,
Fallout 5 announcement.
You was a really boring. Like, is that it? Is that your wow thing?
Hey, I'll tell you what. When they hit the stage and they unveil Fallout 5 or Fallout New Vegas 2, I am going to be screaming at the fucking monitor. I cannot wait.
Oh, and also, according
I
to
miss
4chan,
Fallout 76
Xbox is shutting down this year.
They're shutting down.
Yeah, Phil's
right.
retiring. He's handing his notice in. Game Pass is shutting down. So Xbox is just getting closed down because 4chan says that. So it must be true.
I heard that,
4chan's full of.
I heard it reiterated that
stuff.
this will be the last Xbox console again.
Yeah, every
The
week.
other day.
Didn't they say that like 2 generations ago?
Yeah.
Every generation they say it's the last console. Here we are.
Yeah.
So what would you like to see BMG as a big wow?
Starfield, a trailer, and Shadow dropped on the day of the show. Todd Howard on stage, he stands there, a beam of light comes on him, and he goes, "You may now play Starfield right now."
I'll tell you what I would like to see. Some 60 FPS footage of Starfield.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's standard.
Good luck with it.
There. It's going to be there.
That'll be
you're
the
gonna,
wow moment.
you're gonna
60
eat.
FPS
You're gonna
footage
eat
of
your
Starfield.
words. You're gonna.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
60 FPS
4K,
with
650.
the
Yeah.
Like
They'll be
Silent
like
Hill
60 frames per second on PC, 30 on Xbox. You're like, God damn it, no.
Like, congratulations, guys! You managed to hit 60 FPS on Xbox. Unfortunately, the draw distance is only 2 feet.
As long as it's not worse than Balan's Wonderworld, we're all right.
They'll be like 60 frames per second, but it's 720p.
Yeah.
I think for a new Crackdown, Timber. I want more Crackdown.
Why? 3 was shit.
No, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. That's what I want, an enjoyable
Crackdown
game.
3 was a game built on promises they couldn't deliver on.
Crackdown 3 was like it was a
presentation.
popcorn game. That's what it was. It was a popcorn game.
They did one presentation, switched developers, and then people expected it to still be the same game that the previous
Because, like,
did.
yeah, but you got to think, like, one of the major selling points of Crackdown 3 was that levolution. You know, the destruction
Yeah.
of the city.
Yeah, but they
That
only
was
showed
what
it once.
people-
They never showed or spoke
Yeah,
of
I
it
know.
again.
But
Yeah.
that was the big selling point. That was the thing that made everybody go, "Oh my god, Xbox One's amazing," and then it never fucking happened.
Well,
That was Microsoft's fucking Peter Molyneux moment.
They should have come
Yeah.
out and said it's different now. Don't
Well,
expect
they should have said, destruction is only in multiplayer, and they look like big fucking cardboard boxes. So
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's also
My
time
God,
to see
I
what
remember-
certain affinities working
like
on.
yeah.
if you look at 4 Xboxes on the cloud, this is the kind of destruction you can get. Never fucking happened. Never fucking happened. And that's what everybody bought into. That was like, oh my god, maybe Xbox does stand a chance, and then it doesn't deliver. It's like,
Well, people are
maybe it
stupid
didn't.
for believing.
Why?
Yeah.
That's what was sold to us.
No, it wasn't. You're all idiots. You're all stupid. I bet you watched that E3 presentation and thought, you know what, I'm going to have a relationship with this virtual little boy on the camera, and it's
No.
gonna be like I'm gonna have a friend.
I looked at it. And thought,
Let's not go there. Let's not go there,
like
man.
I looked at it
Wow,
and
what the
thought,
fuck?
I looked at it and thought, oh my god, we're getting a Ferrari, and then they delivered a fucking Skoda. That's what we got.
No, that's
Wow.
all for you. You should have read the.
Why is
listing
that
off
for
really.
me? That's what they're
Put your
selling.
glasses on. Put your glasses on.
That's what they sold me.
I wonder if they'll attend E3 this
Blame
year.
them.
E3 is now in person.
Yeah,
It is. E3 is back and bigger than ever. It's back in
Yeah.
June, I think.
Yeah.
But it's now going
13th
to be a
and
live
16th.
show again. Yeah,
By
it's
Reed
a-
Pop though, isn't it? So it's going to be different.
It's a live show again. People can go there, play games, report on games, show off games. It's the whole bonanza from 3 years ago before COVID.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they're gonna have celebrities there, and that's gonna be like the primary focus. And it's like stop with that shit, It's like stop with this shit.
But do we see Microsoft there? Will we actually Microsoft be a part of it? Because you've got to
Maybe they'll opt
remember.
out.
Yeah, but you've got to remember you've got E3 and Summer Games Fest literally running at the same time.
Yeah.
Who do you favour more? E3, Jeff Keighley.
It'd be interesting to know if PlayStation's. I don't think PlayStation.
I know where I would be. I'd be Jeff Keighley.
You'll be what? Sucking off Jeff Keighley.
I'd be that side, getting that side, because that's going to have more.
That's what you like.
Yeah, but that's going to have
Wow.
more people. That's going to have more
No.
views. That's where people are going to be.
No,
E3
I
should
mean-
be dead.
We can't monetize this video.
You know what?
Now, can we?
I think
Yeah.
E3 is gonna be Microsoft, and then the the Summer Games Fest thing will be PlayStation. That's what I think.
Maybe Microsoft will opt out of E3 as well. And just have the Xbox event.
Yeah, I mean they could do that too. But it's such a waste of a great opportunity, because there's so much history with E3.
Yeah,
know?
I'll tell you what. Xbox pisses me off with this whole. We turn up at E3, we show off all our stuff in one go, and then you get nothing more for them for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
They need to sort that shit out.
Yeah, but they tried that. Do you remember when they did? We had literally 6 weeks of different events. Microsoft, PlayStation, Ubisoft, EA, Devolver Digital, every
that was
indie
horrible.
and
We
it
need,
just
like,
it was
if
awful.
If Microsoft just did like a 35-minute, 45-minute show every quarter, this is what we're working on, this is the current state, this is what's coming in the future, I'd be a lot happier. At the moment, it's nothing. You get E3, then nothing till next E3.
yeah.
Or they'll show off the same shit they showed off at E3 multiple times throughout the year. It's pants.
Or do 3. You've got summer early January, February, E3 summer, Summit in the winter.
Yeah, like have
Do,
like
3
a
events,
little 45-minute show, maybe every quarter, showing off what you're working on, like what's been announced. So like show off some more like featured gameplay.
I think
Everyone will be happier.
I think what Microsoft really needs to do is they need to have like 3 big games, and then have like 3 or 4 smaller games, but center their entire thing around that rather than showing off 30, 40, 50 games. Make it about those games and concentrate on them, show them gameplay, have a playable demo, have interviews with the developers, really hype those games up. And then later in the year, you could hype up different games,
Yeah,
and that
show
kind of
off some fucking
it allows you to be real focused with your advertising. And hell, at Gamescom they could advertise different games.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's
speaking
pretty-
of Fable, there was some news this week that fucking Fables had to be rebooted internally because they couldn't get on with the Force Tech engine. It's already been debunked. It's bullshit. Yeah, there's that.
But where do you think Fable is? If you had to think when it was,
They're still
when did we get it
hiring,
announced
like-
last year?
They're still hiring.
I think
like,
it'll be end of next year,
quest
early
designers
year
and stuff.
after.
Like they've recently hired like quest designers and fucking
Yeah, I think
When it's a
2026.
game like that, a quest designer could literally do like 2 quests and that'd be it.
I don't
So-
think it'll be that late. I think it'll be like 2024 maybe. That we'll get
Do you
it.
think we might get a gameplay teaser or something like that this year?
I want to see anything. They could literally show off a new cinematic at this point, and I'd be happy. But it's the fact that they showed it off in 2020. There's been nothing since.
Yeah,
See, I'm more for your first reveal CGI trailer, not a problem. I accept that. That's fine. But the next time you show that game, we should see the game,
Yeah,
even if
show
it's a
us-
small
show us-
slice.
Show us like an in-game cinematic or something, or just like a tiny little teaser. That's all I care about. As
Yeah.
long as we get
Hellblade
to see
2.
something.
Yeah, Hellblade 2 did it well. Last time they showed that off, they showed in-game actual play and part cinematic as well, and it worked. It satisfied people because it wasn't just a CGI trailer. Looked amazing,
Looked fantastic.
but now we need to see more of that, and hopefully we see more of Hellblade 2 this year,
And
because surely
it's not just
must be
Halo.
out this year.
It's not just Fable that needs to do it. I want to see some avowed gameplay. It's okay showing off games like 2 years ago, but then just give us little updates. Give us little fucking clips or something.
Wasn't Avowed rebooted?
No, it
Did
was,
he restart that because it wasn't working?
They say that about every fucking Xbox game.
Yeah.
Every Xbox game gets, it's having internal struggles, and then you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's the same with a Perfect Dark. Is it a Perfect Dark? Yeah, Perfect Dark. There's the same issue with that. They showed it off, but nothing since. And everyone's like, oh, it's got internal development hell. Like, just quell some fucking fears. Like, show off anything.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. They show a lot of these games off so early, and then they decide, hang on a minute, this isn't kind of the direction we want to go. We're now changing direction. And the game's then completely different. It's like, why not just show us? I'd rather not be shown anything until they have a solid direction to go in, way into development, cinematic trailer, gameplay trailer, next trailer with release date. That is how. Sorry, not me, mic there. That is how it should go. We should literally. That should be the 3 stages of all games. Is literally cinematic trailer, CGI, whatever, a gameplay trailer, 3rd trailer with release date. That is how it should work. But if they're having like, this is what we show you with Avowed, but we've sort of gone in a different direction. This is where we're going now. Completely different from what we've seen. It's just a waste of time, waste of money. Yeah, from what we've seen, and I think Jez Corden, he got hold of some footage. He's some early development, bit rough, coming together, and then said now they're sort of changing direction, and he's not sure where it's at now or what they're doing.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, I get that Microsoft likes to let developers have free reign, but Matt Booty needs to do something about getting these fucking games in check. Because at the moment it feels like everybody do what you like, and then we don't see nothing from anybody because they're all fucking changing direction or fucking like it feels like there's.
So you agree with me?
I do to some extent. I'd never not agree with you, but I think that they need to start. I don't think it's Matt Booty's fault. I think it's just the way that it's structured.
But they need to start figuring out. They need to start figuring out where these different games are.
Yeah,
and say, hey, you need to tell us something.
Yeah, they need to start saying, look, okay, you're working on this game. This is the idea. Stick with it. Not fucking.
Yeah.
This is what we want. Do what you like, and then fucking nothing for 5 or 6 years.
So what would you say? Right. We're in 2023 now. First party. Not exclusive, not third party, second party exclusive. First party made by Xbox Studios, Bethesda Studios. What are we getting this year?
Forza Motorsport,
Starfield,
Redfall, and I'm sure there'll be something else.
Indiana Jones, because the movie comes out this summer.
I don't think we'll
that would make sense. I doubt it will, but it would make so much sense. We're going to get obviously. We're going to get that one that was on PlayStation that I was talking about earlier. We're going to get that.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Tokyo. There'll probably be a couple of smaller ones, I bet. We might get the Halo Infinite
Battle Royale. Yeah.
Maybe Coalitions.
Yeah.
Coalitions, side project that they're working on.
We could even get Hellblade later in the year, but I don't think it'll be early. I think that'll be
we will get Minecraft Legends. They must right.
Yeah,
Coalition's project is actually a it's one of those graphic novels, kind of like As Dusk Falls. That's their secret project. They're just not telling anyone.
Yeah. So really thinking about it, this could be Xbox's first party biggest year, and then roll into 2024 with the Game of Quarter.
I think this could be the year where we do get a game a quarter. Because you got to think last year they hit us with like 3 exclusives all within like 2 months.
Yeah.
Finn just put Minecraft Legends. That's one that's definitely coming out this year.
I mean, last year you had Microsoft Flight Simulator, you had something else, and something else all come out in like fucking spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Age of Empires, and I think we're getting another Age of Empires towards the end of the year on console. Yes, the ports are PC games, but they are first party. It's going to be a busy year.
On Xbox.
Well, and you look at PlayStation's lineup. They already had they already had Forspoken that they showed off, and a lot of people who played the demo just absolutely did not like it.
I think that's going to get delayed again.
It's a bad game.
It had major lip syncing issues when I last saw it.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's like they have the Final Fantasy 16, but that's third party exclusive. They don't really have a good heavy lineup like Xbox does. Xbox has what I consider to be heavy hitters.
What people keep forgetting about PlayStation is they say, "Oh, PlayStation's had a fucking great year for games." Yeah, because everything got fucking delayed out of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
same with Microsoft, same with Nintendo, same with Steam. Games have been delayed. Of course, they've been
The
delayed.
only two games that got delayed last year
delayed.
was Starfield and Redfall. Like a lot of other things came out
That we know of.
There was a lot of games last year that PlayStation guys were going, "Oh my god, we got such a good year for games." Yeah, because everything got fucking delayed out of 2021. That's what.
Yeah,
I
a
thought-
lot did get delayed.
Yeah,
Horizon's
stuff
a bit
got
of
delayed.
West.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
all I think
Forbidden
is,
West. Yeah, they got delayed.
they got
but
delayed.
They've come. Yeah, but they've come out.
yeah, they've come
Whereas
out a year later.
Xbox's hasn't. They haven't
Yeah,
come
because
out.
theirs is coming out this year.
Yeah, this is coming out this year.
Yeah, but you got to think PlayStation are also going to have a lot coming out this year. We're going to have a showcase because
We're going to
PlayStation
get
generally
Horizon
release
Zero
games
Dawn
3 to 6
remaster.
months after. You've
Yeah.
got PSVR 2 launching in February that comes with a line of launch games, including the Horizon Call to the
It
Mountain,
honestly
I think.
feels like PlayStation's getting to a point now where they're scared to take a risk.
Yeah.
Because everything that they got coming out is a remake, a remaster, or a fucking, cash grab.
Well, and
Like,
look at how many of their games they released. They have PS5 versions of Ghost of Tsushima and several other games, and it's like Xbox doesn't do that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Ghost of Tsushima remake this gen.
Yeah.
Apparently
No,
getting
because
their,
they already
Horizon.
optimized it for PS5. I think
Yeah,
you're going to get
they've optimized
an
it, but I think
announcement of Ghost of Tsushima 2.
We will get a Ghost
obviously
of
you're gonna
Tsushima
get Spider-Man
2. I honestly believe we'll get a Ghost of Tsushima remake before the end of this generation.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
See, this is the thing, and this is what we were talking about on PSN podcast yesterday. Everyone's kicking off or complaining about Last of Us remake for PlayStation 5. But what people are forgetting is there is a TV show that is coming out in literally 2 weeks' time. People are going to watch it. They're going to want to play it.
That's not
They're going
an
to see this
excuse.
version. Yeah, but it's not aimed at current players. That game is not aimed at people that have played it.
It's a
not aimed
remaster
at
of a
people.
remake of a game that came out
Yeah.
less than 10 years
But
ago.
it's going to sell. You look at The Witcher 3. How old's The Witcher 3? The
But
Witcher
that didn't
series
get
come out.
remastered.
Yeah, but it's
That didn't
literally
get
sold.
remastered. That got optimized.
Yeah.
That's a different story. They didn't.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't
it's
charge you
literally
$60
sold.
for the upgrade.
They've just
Yeah.
sold millions of more copies because of the TV show. Cyberpunk. They brought out the TV show on Netflix. They have literally just sold millions more copies of Cyberpunk.
But
yeah,
the
they've
upgrades
remade
were
it.
free.
Yeah, but they've remade it. It's aimed at people to get into the ecosystem.
was
They want to get
free.
people, but they want people to come into the ecosystem to buy a console
Okay,
to
but-
also get the game. It's not aimed at people
PlayStation
upgrading.
are
It's not aimed at people upgrading.
remaking a remaster of a game that came out less than 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
they're charging you $60 every step of the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but it's going to sell.
Whereas,
It's
but
gonna sell. It makes-
Cyberpunk
don't
and
make
The
it up.
Witcher was
Doesn't
free.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I understand and I agree it should have been a free thing, and I do agree with that. Doesn't matter because PlayStation will do it and it's going to sell and they're going to sell it to everyone and all these new people. People are going to buy it. It doesn't make a difference.
It's gonna get to the point with PlayStation where they just they release a game 2 years later, they're remastering it or remaking it or whatever, and it's
To sell.
well, it's like PlayStation needs to
Look
stop
at-
with that shit and bring back SOCOM, bring
They've
back
even
Resistance.
They've even remastered Spider-Man. That game's
Yeah.
less than 5 years old.
I know.
No, you got
Ridiculous.
No, Spider-Man remastered. You actually got free with Miles Morales.
Yeah, but you got to pay for it if you didn't have Miles Morales.
Yeah, but
And
it
it's
was an
not in the
extra
standard
tenner.
edition of Miles Morales. You had to pay for the expensive edition of Miles.
It's different. It's different now. I think it's actually included now. Miles Morales and the PS5 version of Spider-Man's included in PlayStation Plus Extra. Now,
So you still have to pay
Like,
extra for it, though.
PlayStation is literally nickel and diming their fan base. As
Yeah,
much
but
as
people
they
pay
can.
it.
And people
Yeah.
are like,
Well,
oh,
until-
yeah, it's great. It's not
Yeah.
great. It's fucking anti-consumer.
Yeah, but you say
Yeah.
that. But when you've got people, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's wrong. I don't agree with it. It should be free upgrades. It's wrong. But when you've got the majority of the fan base that are willing to pay for it,
And
why would you
mugs.
change?
Right, but if
someone's
Xbox was to do that, admit this though, if Xbox was to do that, they'd get torn to fucking shreds.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
of course they would. Of
Yep.
course they would. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing at all. It's like, say, we had this show and we then did a 4K version and charged a $5 for it, and people kept paying it. You're going to
if
keep
any-
doing.
As if
You're going
anybody's
to keep
gonna pay to
doing.
watch this in
a-
4K.
Yeah, no, but you would. If you did this version and you did a 4K version and people were willing to pay for it, you're going to keep making that version, knowing you're going to make money off people.
No,
It's
we're
business.
not like that.
You're
We
gonna do it.
charge
No.
99p for our channel membership.
Yeah.
Click
It's-
that join
I'm
button.
99p.
Use down below.
Exactly, 99p. Support us, join, be part of
Yeah,
it,
join,
get
join,
extra
join,
content,
part of the
get
XBL
emotes.
community for 99p.
Yeah,
We're waiting-
That's
99p.
99p you'll spend today.
We're waiting on Ash doing emotes of all our faces.
I might do that. I might get him to send me a funny picture. I'll make him into emotes, funny faces.
I'll tell
Do
you
you
what,
want,
this is
do you
this
want a
has
nude
been
picture
going,
again?
This
That's
has
it.
been going on for 2 hours now, so I think we should start wrapping up and calling it a night.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 hours.
Um,
Let's
yeah.
go for another 6. Let's go on. Let's
No.
do a
Did you see how
6-hour
long their
show.
podcast
I've heard, about
Jesus.
I've heard about as much as I can take of you defending PlayStation's anti-consumer practices.
But I'm agreeing with you.
Call him
Not
out.
defending. Just saying people are willing to pay it, and if people are willing to give you money, why not? Oh, got a-
Thank you, BMG. I'm no
Alcohol.
longer on the chopping block. Now you've taken my place. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you're now fired
Looking-
as the PSN.
Oh, Muppet, you legend! Thank you for becoming part of the channel, mate. Appreciate it.
New member.
New member.
Thank you.
And
Legends,
for
sir.
anyone
Thank you very much.
who is a member, so Muppet, Stubbs, you guys, there is a brand new member video available right now on the channel of me eating lots of weird and wonderful Japanese and Korean snacks, including
No, it's not dogs.
sweet
Or,
chili,
you know, cat.
fish crackers, and other such things, and try not to vom at some of it.
Horse pate.
So yeah, and we're gonna do there's gonna be a poll up in the next couple of days for you to pick what video I do next, basically, and we're gonna do a channel video every sort of 2 weeks, roughly, at least once a month. But I'm aiming for like once every fortnight. You get it early for a month, then it goes to the public in a month afterwards. And like I say, you get a little badge, you get all of the emotes, and we're working on some new emotes in the next week or so. Yeah, and it just helps us. But like, I'm going to phase out Patreon soon and push everything onto this because it's just easier. Admittedly, YouTube does take a massive cut. I've seen how much it takes, but
Lots.
yes, yeah, it's a good old lot.
Yeah.
But hey, it's just ease, and it makes it more regular for you guys who support us to get your content, because Patreon is horrible to use. It's just so much of a faff. Whereas this, I can just blitz stuff out and keep it updated for you all. So
Yeah.
thank you.
So yeah, we're gonna
And
call it a night there.
And if you do want
Um,
to see our faces on emotes, just hound Ash until he does it, and you can display
want-
us all through the chat.
I want an emote that says #FreeSentinel.
right.
Or and as Muppets just put in chat, so I can cancel my Patreon then.
Yeah, you can, mate, because everything's.
Yeah,
on
once you're
YouTube
a channel member,
Yeah.
we're basically moving everything from the Patreon over here. But I am going to shut it down myself within the next sort of month, so everything will be auto cancelled anyway. So
now. Yeah.
it's just giving people time to come over to this side and get your badges and stuff. Because one thing that's cool about YouTube membership, the longer you remember, the better sort of badge you get. So you sort of show up above everyone else, which is pretty cool. It just gives you a nice little sort of woohoo, you're here. And also, once we've got 8 members, it randomizes like 8 people every day, and it like thanks them across the front of the YouTube channel, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah,
so it's just cool little things like that it just adds up. So, but we're not charging a fortune, not like £5 like some channels. It's 99p, and cool beans.
Cool. So yeah, cheers to everyone that's tuned in. Muppet and UK Das. I'm drawing a fucking blank now. Thimber, Creepy Dolly. Who else was here? Masuko was here.
Hello, Mrs. Redders.
Mrs. Redders was here.
Mrs. Ginna was UK Dazarus.
Luke Steele.
He was here.
There was some others earlier on. I can't remember the names. Meisuko. It's Timmy.
Timmy was here. Bless him.
Skinner was here, but then he left.
Comment.
Fimber was here. I'm going to put his super chat back on as well.
Big shout out to Muppet and Stubbs for joining the channel. Big shout out to Thimber and Masuko for the super chats. Your support is always appreciated. You are good people, and we appreciate you. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to call it a night. We'll be back this time next week, and don't forget you got the PSN Party Podcast on a Wednesday night at 8:30 with Sentinel and BMG. Although I think Sentinel is going to be leaving that soon to be a permanent panel member of XBL because hashtag free Sentinel.
Right.
Anyway, we will catch you guys next week. Have a good week. Enjoy your gaming. And
See you later.
All the best.
Later, guys.
Peace be with you.